base of the most entertaining, most hilarious podcast on Friday nights. You got AP, Pac G, and GMS. 3G's family, lock in. Let's go.
3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 3G's, 3G's. This is the shit they've been asking for. 3G's you have to know. Pour up a drink and pass the dro. Friday night's a classic show. Once a week we at your door. Guaranteed laughs for show. If you hating, just watch the glow. Pay attention and watch the flow. AP the captain, he's steering the ship. A book in his hand, a gun on his hip. Packy say solid titanium bricks, vibranium shit. No phasing the kid. GMS on point, he ain't about to miss. Smoke in the air with knowledge and sense. Triple G's, where we at in this biz? Triple G's, yeah, we at it again. 3G's, 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 we the 3G's. 3G's, 3G's, we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 3G's, 3G's.
How you doing, my congregation? 3G's family, I'm glad to be back. But if you are expecting us to address the bullshit, you have come to the wrong place. This is 3G's pothead house and winery. We don't do that around here.
The pothead house. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Listen, man.
Wake up! Wake up out of your sleep! Wake up!
Woman, thou art loose.
It's time. Let's get to it.
Booty hole, thou art loose. All right, y'all, let's stop this bull. Let's relax. Everybody calm down. Let's slow it down. We got all the time in the world to talk about any of that. Let's just slow it down. Shout out to Joe Blast, man. One of the illest niggas on YouTube, man.
Joe Blast.
You can find that man in comments all over the world. Shout out to the brother Joe Blast. DJ, what's that? Purge. Shout out to you, homie. Anthony Pritchett. He said he in Birmingham. You know, shout out down to Birmingham, man. We got G's all over the world fucking with us, man. And we just appreciate every last one of y'all. Y'all here from the ground up, you know. It's good to say that y'all was here from the beginning, you know what I mean?
Facts.
The show gotta grow. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna have to grow at some point.
We just need y'all, man. It's up to the people, man. If you want more people to come up here and chill with us and kick it on these Friday nights, man, go ahead and share the live, man. I know y'all got other socials, and I know y'all got people on the text chain, group chats and stuff like that, man. Hit the like button and share this live, brother. Get into this 3G shit. Let's go. Shout out to Pac G too, by the way.
Pac G is under the weather this week, but he'll be back. And all you truck drivers out there, get you a Sharpie. Every little rest stop you hit, I need you to vandalize that motherfucker. I need you to write 3G's on that motherfucker for life. And then you put the goddamn, you know, y'all know how y'all do it. Every little lot lizard you smash, I need you to take that same Sharpie.
Ooh, the lot
Write
lizard.
it on that bitch back. More people will see it if you write 3G's on the lot lizard back than if you or on the top of her head. More motherfuckers will see the show if you just, you know, advertise. Yeah, goddamn it.
And you know,
shout
they
out
gonna
to God
share.
King Consciousness. My fault, GMS. I'm just shouting out some of the homies I see. God King Consciousness, Brim Dog, DC The Truth. You know,
Yes,
all
sir.
our regulars. You know, no disrespect if I don't say your name. Shout out to all of y'all. Yeah. How was your week, brother? Let's start there.
Well, as y'all know, I wasn't here last Friday. We had to have the funeral service for my grandma. You know what I'm saying? We had a really good funeral service, and it was a really good homegoing for her. Man, got to put her up in the what you call it, the mausoleum, and you know what I'm saying. Got to send her off the right way, man. Got to see a lot of family, and just despite all that, man, glad to be here. Glad my family is here, man. Still, send your prayers and your love and strength to my family. They having a hard time with this, but we gonna get through it, man. We still celebrated the holidays and got to be with our loved ones on Christmas and everything. So everything is good, man. How about yourself?
Man, I'm fantastic, man. And I'm glad that y'all was able to do that for Granny the way y'all did. I know how hard that hit you and your family. And as weeks go on, I see that you're getting more of your energy back. You're starting to become more of yourself. That's just a transition of life that people go through, man. But at least y'all did it right. I'm sure y'all honored her, well. And that was good. I seen the pictures you post and shit. I would like to tell you that a proper hanging of a tie, you want the tie to be at your belly button.
I knew this nigga.
Your big long body ass basically turned a fucking tie into a loose bow tie, nigga.
That was a last minute buy, okay?
That shit either was a clip on and you didn't have a chance to adjust the length. You didn't know that you can't adjust the length of a clip on.
That was the first thing my mom said to me when she see my tie. She said, your tie is a little short. You want to lengthen that a little bit?
Short, nigga. That looked like an arrow pointing to your mid chest. Like if I have a cardiac arrest, I need you to
he said it's pointing straight to my belly button and shit.
Yeah, straight to your goddamn sternum, nigga. Your goddamn your sternocleidomastoid mastoid bone, nigga. That shit didn't go nowhere past your chest, nigga. But that's all right.
I wish I had a suit jacket that day, but
nigga, it wouldn't have mattered. That shit was still gonna be showing.
I was gonna tuck it in. Nigga, I was gonna tuck it in. Make it seem like
it wasn't no tucking that motherfucker in, nigga. That nigga had about 6 inches of tie on, nigga. Nigga, that shit. And I'm looking at this shit like, oh man, look at that. Look to see the family together and shit. Here I see my nigga just standing there with this goofy ass tie on. I'm like, God damn it. First manager job, tie wearing ass nigga. When niggas first get that first promotion and shit, they wear that damn tie.
I was supposed to get my tie from the big and tall section, nigga.
You got that shift manager tie on, nigga.
Oh shit.
But it's all right. That's what look. We all had to learn certain shit that I did not knowing better. I told you when I put the Dax grease in my mixed light white boy hair and a fucking do-rag on for 25. When I had a do-rag on for 12 hours with some Dax grease, nigga.
Your shit was matted.
I looked like the Gorilla Glue head bitch. So we all make mistakes, shining. Man. We all make mistakes, man. Shit.
Hey, man. I appreciate it.
Concrete. What up, G? He said, man, how y'all let Marcus pass y'all up? I'm still rocking with y'all, though. That's what's up. I like Marcus, man. Marcus deserve everything he getting, man. He working hard. He grinding hard. The man been all over the United States, man. He working, man. That man
staying consistent with it.
Very consistent and funny. His IG, fuck his damn show. Well, I ain't gonna say fuck his show, because the show good too. But I don't watch it as much as, I'll admit, I don't watch his podcast that much because I just don't. Yeah. I ain't got time. But his fucking IG, dog is a fool, man. So if y'all ain't following, Marcus on IG, you should. Homie funny.
Oh man, Marcus is hilarious, man. Y'all make sure y'all pull up on him, man. It looks like he's on his own journey now. You know what I'm saying?
Matter of fact, I need to send Marcus a picture of you with that tie on and let him just roast your shit.
He said, "Look at GMS with this tie on. You out your country fool ass.
Your country ass.
You don't sit your country
ass down, man."
Hey, what's up, Kamisha? Got my big cousin in here. What's up?
Shout out to Kamisha. GMS family is the 3G's family. Hey man, we got to do that, man. If with your permission, can I have your blessing, please, to send that photo of that damn tie If not, that's all right.
Of course, nigga. Of
No,
course.
man. If it's
Of
not okay,
course.
then I don't want to step on your toes, man.
No, nigga,
You
you
know what
already
I'm saying?
know me, man. Of course. Of course.
Man, I don't want to step on your toes, but I believe that the man could do it justice. You know what I'm saying?
You
So
wait, send it to who? What? Oh, Marcus?
Marcus.
Yeah, do it.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. You know
I'm
what
all
I'm saying?
for it, man. You know I like a good roast session, man.
I don't
Even
know.
if I'm the subject on the roast, man, I love
That's
it.
how I am for real. I do not mind being that, joked on, man. That shit do not faze me. I love comedy. I love funny.
Yeah, nigga.
You know,
I
if the
genuinely
shit
laugh
funny,
at shit.
hey, if it's funny, it's funny, goddammit.
Right.
Look, you know his tie was fucked up when he got the family chiming in. Like, look, don't play with my little cousin. I know he looking crazy as fuck, but we told him we got him right. You know they was pulling your ass to the side all day. Like, nigga, can you either open your shirt up?
Hey, wait. Hey,
Just
hey,
loosen it.
my-
Loosen it like you trying to be casual, nigga.
My dress shirt was too far up too, nigga. I was trying to keep that shit tucked in. That motherfucker would not stay tucked in, man. My undershirt kept coming out.
You know how them country ass niggas be looking on First 48, the black Alabama detective and shit. That's how
every time he get up, he gotta adjust his belt and shit. He say, you know what?
Like, well, we got the phone number pinging off the tower over there by Cole and Brown and 13th and
shit.
Detective GMS, man. That's all right, man. Look, like I said, I done fucked up too. You know, we learn and we grow. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, of course.
Oh, I got some game today, man. Well, this might be some game. I don't know yet.
You got on the agenda, brother.
I was at the barbershop. You know, my brother cuts a lot of the to-do, you know what I'm saying, Milwaukee elite, you know what I mean? So the county executive was in the chair getting cut up. David Crowley, Milwaukee County executive.
Okay.
And we was just having like a whole conversation about it started off with about Buck season tickets and how that works and how the taxes on it work, just how that whole little system is set up. We was talking about that first. Then we got into how to get city grants and city not grants, excuse me, how to contract with the city, how to get contracts through the city.
Yeah.
So I was given this website. So basically, it lists all the different available contracts that the cities offer. Now, I might be late to the fucking party, so some of y'all might know what I'm talking about. I'm sure every city has some form of this if it ain't the same damn site. But I'm giving y'all this little bit of gem because some of y'all have small businesses. Some of y'all are like, have construction businesses or got your own dump trucks. Y'all got, lawn services, all these type of things. It's more than that. But those are some of the things that you can find on this site where you see what your city is contracting out to companies and businesses. Some contracts, they'll have like a description of what's required. Like you might need insurance, you might need whatever. It'll tell you what you need. But if you have the qualifications, then you can bid on whatever contract. If you get it, that's guaranteed for show money. And you do well.
So something that for sure helps the small business owners and shit like that.
Well, they try to how cities always have some type of system in place to try to help minority businesses. So that kind of gives you a legs up when it comes to that. Also, what he was saying is sometimes you don't know how to have your business in order, but find somebody that does. Because if you spend that little money on getting somebody to get your business in proper order, or you use a website, because they got sites that can handle your books for you. You just get your business in order so you can be bidding on those damn contracts, because they can vary from a couple $100s to millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Now, and when we was having this conversation, it reminded me of this woman who I was looking at her and her family. Her family made up to $2 million off of one contract where they was cleaning. They got the cleaning contract of a city-owned like a stadium. It was like a baseball stadium or some shit. I forgot what city she from. But she basically got the cleaning company contract to be the in-house housekeepers of the stadium.
Oh
You know what I
shit.
mean? So what you need, nigga, other than some plastic bags, some rubber, you know, some gloves, a couple garbage bins with some fucking wheels on it. I mean,
Yeah.
she had basically her cleaning company got a $2 million bid to just clean the fucking stadium. That's one job. You know what I mean?
Wild.
You can employ a bunch of people that way. You get tax breaks for that. So he was just giving the game out, man, and it
Game
was
to be
one
given, man. That's
for sure.
good shit though.
But that's why it's important you to talk to when you around people with positions. Ask questions, start talking, see what they pick their brain. I'm asking them a million motherfucking questions. He might have got annoyed. I don't give a goddamn nigga.
Learn something, man. Don't be afraid to ask questions, especially if you want to be in that space or in a part of that field. You got to be able to ask questions and you got to be able to retain information and learn some shit.
But homie cool though. You know, if y'all look him up, man, David Crowley, you know, Milwaukee County executive. He a cool brother. We about the same age. He from the streets for real. Grew up in the north side of Milwaukee, you know, or east side. I forget. It don't matter because it's close enough. We all run into each other. So in other words, he was somebody that you seen maybe 20 years ago. You would never expect him to have a position that he has.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and he's real for the people, man. He really want to get a game out. So I was soaking that shit up. You know
I'll be scared. I'll be scared for people like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it usually be like people like that, you know, the higher ups be trying to get to because they know he out here giving game to people and they don't want too many people to know the ins and outs of shit. But you know what I'm saying? Nothing but positivity to him and hoping he, you know, continues to do what he's doing now.
Well, he made it clear and I respected what he said. He said, man, it ain't like I can give y'all shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in he a public servant. He can't just give people shit, but he can give you the game. You know what I'm saying? So, and I respected the fuck out of that. So, let me bring this up too, because I never knew this. Paramedics are typically outsourced and they're under contract with cities because they don't have enough city resources or fire departments to have enough, you know, EMTs out on the road. So if you have a lot of money to invest and you get you a few ambulances, and niggas cannot say this shit for right. Ambulances. I don't know how to say it either. So you get you a few ambulances and you get the right personnel and you set it up and structure it correctly. Your trucks can be on the road like anybody else. And you're getting paid from the city or from the medical. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you getting your money.
You ain't never got to worry about whether you're going to get your money on that way.
Yeah. And that's another blessing about government and city contracts. You're getting your money. You know, so if you have your business in order, it might be the way to go. So I'm just putting that out there as a little seed. I may never utilize the information. I might. I got to see a lane for myself somewhere in it. And then you guys can utilize it if y'all got it in you, you know. But
out here doing God's work right now.
Research in your city what's needed. It might be cutting the fucking grass on the goddamn highway. And you got a lawn business and you get their contract that might pay $5,000 a month to cut all the yards of all the vacant property that the city owns. To clear out shrubbery. To if they demolishing houses in a city owned, you just go clear the shit out. Like literally, they got things from washing the fucking wall down to big jobs. You dig? So find a way. You know what I mean? Okay, that's enough of that. Do you want to talk about Raising Canaan?
I do want to talk about that actually, because I'm fresh off the episode. I made sure I watched it right before we started. First first and foremost, like I said before, I said this in a previous episode, I had to go back and just watch Power all over again, make sure I got all the story right, all the way up until, the ending or whatever, and then went on to start watching Raising Kanan and, the Power book, the one with Tariq and, the one with Tommy and shit. But I really like this Raising Kanan shit all the way up until last night.
What happened?
And it fucked me up because it just was
one of those. Is we spoiling this shit, or are we gonna talk in code?
My man Daddy Barr said, spoiler alert. So if anybody ain't seen the newest episode of Raising Kanan, I apologize. There will be spoilers in this. So if you don't want to hear it, I'm sorry. Come back in about 5-10 minutes. Basically, they did Unique dirty. Somebody like him been on for 3 seasons, doing everything that he's done and been able to, walk in rooms with his head high and, even, by himself type shit where he, didn't have no fear in his heart. It was crazy how all of a sudden they let him go out like this.
You can't be that strong and black in America, GMS. Niggas want to shorten your tie when you feeling yourself. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing about it is, I caught that, nigga. I caught that.
Nigga, that's my new saying, nigga. When niggas want to hate on you or do something dirty to you or take from you, nigga, they trying to shorten your tie.
You trying to cut my tie short.
Niggas trying to shorten your tie, man. Go ahead.
Trying to minimize the length, motherfucker. Basically, I really can't. I can't see because the nigga got his ass beat. We can't just let that slide. You know what I'm saying? Like Ronnie the big bad. You know what I'm saying? Doing all this shit, running up on niggas, shooting niggas in the head, stabbing niggas in the side, and basically walking around with the same no fear, just in a more manic way. Just like Unique. But it was like Unique beat the shit out this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's like how we let it get there. Like he. And this is the one thing I hate about, TV shows and movies, man. The point where somebody get up and start running at you while you walking away and you don't have the sense to turn around and and you know what I'm saying, be on guard. You know what I'm saying? Somebody clearly running behind you, you going to turn around. It's like they just let the shit happen. It fucks me up when that shit be happening to me. It's like, it's unrealistic, but at the same time, you get it. It's movies, it's TV. They got to do it in a certain way. It just fucked me up, man. They shouldn't let him go out that way. At least do something to where, the nigga gets, injured real bad or something, but you can't let a nigga go out like that. Something, there has to be a bounce back from that. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping next episode, he all of a sudden they just put the camera on him, and his face is on the garbage bag, and all of a sudden he's just like,
nigga, I swear, look, you remember when you first asked me, man, I was like, I don't know how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that nigga do that last minute wake up breath.
Yeah.
And he's telling the streets he dead so he can get the element of surprise on niggas when he not dead. Because I need that to happen. I don't need him to be dead yet. For one, I hate when good, strong characters go out in a whack ass way. This takes me back to the water bombs of 2021. Was that, when was that? 2022?
2022, nigga.
The water bombs of 2022 in Black Panther. Like, don't take out no
Bombay.
Significant character in no whack ass fucking way. I don't mind you killing a main character. I'm for that shit.
Yeah.
But it better go out in epic blaze of glory if you have to, goddamn it. Like I need it to matter. You know what I'm saying? I want to damn near cry when I lose. Or yeah, Snowfall, like how they killed Jerome. Like they whacked dog. I would never forgive Snowfall for that bullshit ass wrap up of that show. That shit was horrible. Nigga.
This is pretty much the equivalent. This is the equivalent, basically.
No.
This is the equivalent because they shouldn't have went out that way. Like it ain't
the equivalent, dog. It ain't even close. Hold on, Snowfall was so bad, nigga. This shit was like as close as your tie was to reaching your belt. This shit ain't even close. It's bad, but it ain't even close. You know
Oh, so
what
it
I'm
was
saying?
so Snowfall was shameful.
Dog, that shit is. I damn near. I just want to find out who responsible, dog, and just troll their ass for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was
Yeah.
terrible, nigga. So, but when it come to this, it's so much story left there. It's so many ways to spin it. It's so many gangsters involved. Losing a soldier like Neek in this show can turn up everybody and can turn this show into a, this season, it could turn the fuck up.
Yeah.
Not to mention Rock is in love with this nigga. So it could turn this shit up. So you lose one good character for the whole show to turn up. I just don't like the way it happened. So I can't let that be the way he went out. He was just having full-on machine gun fights with fucking Marvin last season. You know what I'm saying? Or the season before that. That's the Neek I want to see go out. You know what I'm saying?
Now we know Ronnie, it's inevitable Ronnie is going to die, but how quickly is it going to be and how is it going to be? You know what I'm saying? His whole thing is trying to get work, do what he needs to do to try to get back where he was before he got locked up. Are they going to allow him to get on and start doing work, or are they going to take him out before he gets that chance? Like, you can't, you know what I mean? Like, when you writing something, it wouldn't make no sense for, I mean, either way. That's why this whole shit don't make sense, because if you kill him right away, then the nigga Unique died in vain, and it was no point to kill him off, especially if you're gonna kill this nigga Ronnie right away. Then if you let him go on and start building an empire, it's like niggas don't want to see this motherfucker get on and start doing this shit. Like, fuck Ronnie.
Hold on, though. I've seen bad characters or antagonizing characters turn into heroes. You can change in the middle of a show how you feel about a character. I mean, Neek was the bad guy a couple seasons ago. You know what I'm saying? Where niggas didn't mind if he got offed.
But he still moved in a certain way that you respected it.
True, but again, we seen a enemy turn hero, in a couple seasons. But I think if he is dead for real, the only play for the writers was so Ronnie can get the plug from the essays from the Spanish chick. So she basically low key told him, like, you get your brother out the way and I'll give you the pipeline to the drug. Yeah. So I feel like that ain't why he killed him. He killed him out of anger. But now that he killed him, like, fuck it, let me go get this work.
Because he was refusing it at first. He was like, my brother ain't going nowhere.
Exactly. But again, now, you know what I'm saying? Never waste a good opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Never let a good opportunity go to waste. You know what I'm saying?
And we can't forget that, there's a reason why Jukebox turned into who she turned into when we seen her in Power. We got a lot more shit to experience with that character. You know what I'm saying? She gonna have to go through a lot more.
Yeah. And look, I believe what One Fast R is saying is similar to what I believe too. He said Ronnie is trying to get back at Rock and is gonna do it by plugging Kanan. Now, you seen that Ronnie was already peeping Kanan movements.
Yeah.
And there's nothing stopping Kanan from siding with a whole side against his mama. That's how salty he is at his mama.
Right.
So I can this how I foresee it going, and y'all can check with me later, see if it work out. I think Ronnie gonna go get the plug from the essays or whatever they is, Puerto Ricans, whatever. Then he gonna utilize Kanan's carrier service to sell harder drugs than weed. And they gonna click up like everybody think. He might be Breeze, he might not be Breeze, but either way it go, part of that ruthlessness, like One Fast R was saying, Kanan is picking up all this shit from everybody. He don't need a Ronnie to get ruthless. His mama is ruthless than a motherfucker. Send him to go shoot his own pops. So he don't need no fucking help to become ruthless. Same thing with Jukebox. Everything around her die. So this bitch, it don't take long for that bitch to get cold-hearted.
Everybody she start to get close to end up getting popped or some shit. So it's like,
imagine when her dad gone and Rock gone.
Oh man.
And all her extended family, and ain't nobody left but her and Kanan, nigga.
Shit.
Psychos, nigga. They building psychos in this motherfucker.
But
that's why, go ahead, G.
That's why I think that, 50 and everybody involved with the Power universe is brilliant because they found a way. And I you know, correct me if I'm wrong. This is the first time I've seen like a hit TV show really break off into like these origin stories like this and be able to have so much story where it can go on for seasons
and do it
seasons and seasons.
successfully. Because a lot of people, a lot of shows try, but they fuck it up because they veer off from the recipe or the combination. Nigga,
they'll try to do the spin-off, but it won't work
because they change from the formula. Stop trying to be artsy, motherfucker. You need violence. You need
titties,
violence. You need some violence and some violence. If you got all that shit in there, everything else gonna work.
Sprinkle a brick in there too, you'll be all right.
You know what I mean? Have a little bit of a storyline where some violence can happen from it, and boom, success, nigga. So I'm just saying,
they've been doing a good job at it.
Because dog, that's another reason why I like it. It has so many characters and everybody a part of the game in some form or fashion. So even when you're watching the Fed side of it or the legal side of it or the street side of it, it's gangster shit going on. God damn it. That's why I love this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's some gangster shit going on. It don't matter who the fuck involved. The politics and shit, all that. So anyways, you got anything else you want to add on there?
Nah,
I mean, the formula, exactly. That's the shit. I was saying everything but the formula. They got the combination. They got the goddamn recipe. They got the goddamn.
They got the mixture.
They got all the elements.
They intertwined. Nigga said everything, but
like formula, motherfucker. Like
they got the equations.
Shit. They got the bylaws. All right, thank you, Aries. Goddamn shit. You know niggas was struggling.
I'm just curious to see where they're gonna go with this, man. Because you know they did this with Unique, and you know Ronnie now has a spot where he, you know, can now be looked at as a power figure now, pun intended. But that's just what it is. He's starting to build relationships with people, and as long as this weird ass bitch that is with what's the nigga? I forgot her name. The Spanish lady. As long as he got a good relationship with her, he gonna have a good relationship with them. You know, at a certain, you know, it comes with limitations because the nigga's a fucking a creep. But hold
on, let's do this here. Let me finish painting some more pictures because I always like to call shit. I'm the nigga that shake the Christmas present and try to tell you what's in the motherfucker. So Ronnie gets the plug, ends up using Kanan and his crew as distributors. Beefing with Rock and the Asian dude that was plugging Neek, because now you cut his pipeline out or his his workers out. So Ronnie gonna step into a lot of beef right away.
I forgot about the Asians.
Yeah, so now he gonna have beef with the Asians and Rock and them, and the police. Because, you know, if anybody beefing with Rock or Kanan, they beefing with the police because it's pops. So it's going to be a whole lot of shit going on. You know what I mean? And I'm interested in seeing. I'm looking forward to Tommy and Ghost getting brought into the picture at some point. You know what I'm saying?
See, for the first few seasons, I felt like Rock was somebody who was so wrong but so right at the same time with everything she was doing. And now I feel like she just completely lost it all by this third season. Like she ain't there. She's still trying to move in a tactical way, but she's losing the elements around her. Lou being somebody who is completely loyal to where she just like fuck him, and then you got somebody like Kanan who is like fuck her and don't want to deal with her. And soon enough, Marvin gonna fall in line because Marvin don't want to be in between the bullshit. I can tell he getting tired of that shit. Every time she start dissing Lou, he be like, nigga, what? He be like, man, fuck.
But see, this is, I don't know if this is true, but this is what I see in those characters. Ronnie and Rock. I mean Rock and Marvin is gangsters.
Right.
And one thing about those type of characters or those type of people, they gonna be gangsters no matter what they do. Mm-hmm. That's why Rock, it ain't about her making right and wrong decisions. She been making bad decisions the whole fucking show. But she stand on her decisions because that's what you do. You don't get to make the shit twice.
Yeah.
You just stand by your decision you made. Whether right or wrong, it is what I said what I said, and I'll take whatever I got coming.
I'll be agreeing with her sometimes in certain situations.
She been dirty macking, like not macking, but dirty moving dirty.
Yeah.
But that's probably why
she been on a cleanup mission.
That's probably why she feared like she is, because it ain't no limits to what that bitch will do. And Marvin, another one of them niggas, just a loyal soldier, used to be strung out, glad to have his life back. He gonna die for his family, any one of them. You know what I'm saying? He don't care what they right or wrong. See, that's that street shit that it used to be. You know, right or wrong, I'm riding with my family. I'm riding with my niggas. So you be in jail about some bullshit because you right or wrong, I'm riding with my nigga. Like, so they still got that vibe. You got to take yourself back to the mentality of 90s. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. 80s and 70 born cats. So that's why they moving like they did, because they got to make this a timepiece. If they made this shit about 2023, all them niggas would be in jail. It'd be all chaos, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying?
Rico's on everybody.
Rico on everybody, nigga. A nigga named Rico is everybody going to jail.
Hey, I still fuck with the show. The show's still dope, man. They had this hiccup, man. The first hiccup I've seen in this series, that's the first one.
If it's all the way done.
Right, exactly. If it is what it is, this is the first hiccup they had.
If it is what it is, I don't like it. But we'll move on from that. We've been talking about that shit for a minute. So I'm gonna switch gears real quick because I'm talking about this later on AP for Life, man. Simone Biles, the gymnastic or gymnast champion. I don't know what you even call them when they good. Is it champion?
A gymnast champion, yes.
I don't know what the fuck you call it. Like, what do you call a best, like a
gold medalist?
Gold medalist, okay? Goddamn. I don't know, a pro flipper, nigga.
Prize winner.
A pro handstander, nigga. I don't know what you call this shit.
A pro flipper.
Yeah, a balance beamer, nigga. I'm just saying, whatever she is, goddamn it. Her and her husband played for the Green Bay Packers. Jonathan Owens, young dude. Yeah. Fairly good football player. He got a promise, you know what I'm saying? They married. So, first of all, let me say the internet was going crazy about Taylor Swift and her nigga from the Chiefs. What's bro name? I always forget dude name.
Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce. They was making a big deal about their relationship, and every football game that Taylor Swift ends up at, you got women on the internet trying to say, well, what about, Simone Biles? You know, how y'all gonna make a big deal about? First of all, first and foremost, the level of celebrity that a Taylor Swift would have in comparison to a Simone Biles ain't even fucking close.
Man.
So let's just start there. Then the Travis Kelce and a fucking Jonathan Owens ain't even fucking close. Right. So now you got even. Like a A-list top professional football player from a championship football team, you know what I'm saying? A Super Bowl champion team with the biggest white bitch in the music game, period. No one's bigger than Taylor Swift white in the music game. That's just the truth. That shit don't compare to young Miss Biles and Mr. Owens. You know what I'm saying? Owens, yes. And no shade to what she's done and accomplished. But no one gives a fuck about the Olympics. Let's start there. Let's start at square one.
They're not on the same playing field. They're not at all.
Listen, no one takes off work to watch the fucking Olympics, nigga. No one can tell you the gold medalist, the silver medalist, and the bronze medalist.
I'll tell you this. The section they do gymnastics at, where people go and watch that, That's nothing compared to Taylor Swift showing up to the arena and announcing a concert there. It's different.
How about the fact that the bitch might be bar hopping that night? That'll bring the bitches out to hopefully run into this bitch at a bar.
Right.
Simone Biles can tell everybody what bar she gonna be at. And that they gonna do the same numbers they do.
There's gonna be a few bitches in leotards sitting there waiting like they want an autograph.
There's gonna be 3 white girls out there that know her name doing goddamn bridges. Standing outside doing bridges.
Do a whole handstands and shit.
No, you know bridges, dog. You know, my baby girls is in gymnastics, dog. Yeah, they're like, oh, look.
Pelvis
like,
in the air.
Yeah, then I clip their legs up under their ass. Like,
he said, bitch.
Yeah, I'm just saying. So anyways, there's going to be some little white girls out there bridging the shit when she get there. That's the difference. Now I only said that. Go ahead, G.
So, well, if you getting into the story, go ahead.
I'm gonna get into it a little more, but I wanted to go back to that moment because this is a whole new moment I'm about to bring up. Because they was making a moment out of that, the fact that she wasn't getting the same press or the same people wasn't going crazy because she was showing up at her man's games. Now, I didn't even finish that point. Taylor Swift getting a lot of like publicity for showing up at Travis Kelce games. Mm-hmm. And Simone Biles wasn't getting the same look for showing up at her man's football game.
They ain't gonna flip the camera over there.
I mean, if they do it, but it just don't do numbers online. Like they got the photos, they got the video.
I was saying as far, bro, they every time they attempt to throw the ball at Travis Kelce, they turn that camera up to the box.
Nigga, they'll turn it up on the box when ain't shit going on. That bitch be up there making ham sandwiches and shit in the box, and we watching 5 minutes of this bitch make ham sandwiches.
I was dying, bro. It was like 2 games ago, bro. This nigga, I forgot who the fuck is they? I forgot they quarterbacks now because they Holmes, Patrick Mahomes. Yeah. He passed it in, right? And this nigga Travis Kelce clearly flopped. Like he flopped on the play, like he literally threw his body back, right? And they showed it on the replay. They went up to her. She over there like, what the fuck?
Hey, they probably replaying moments. They got a whole bunch of saved moments of her reactions. Even when she ain't at the game, they just go to a saved moment of her eating the same ham sandwich. Like, bitch, hold on. Wait a minute.
Taylor Swift is up there in the box eating carrots.
Yeah, we starting to catch on and shit. Like, bitch, is that a ham sandwich? So anyways, so now this the new shit that's going crazy online about this situation.
The problem at hand.
My homie, I can't think of the nigga first name. Jonathan Owens. Jonathan Owens was on the show that I don't watch. What's the football show? Or the sports show, I mean? I don't watch it. All right. It don't fucking matter. He was on a sports show.
Right.
And they was interviewing him and talking to him about his relationship with Simone Biles. They was like, what is it like, man, to be with Simone Biles? Like, you know what I'm saying? You caught, nigga, like, oh my God. He said, I feel like I'm the catch. You know what I'm saying? He feel like shit. I mean, it's cool and all, but shit, I didn't know who she was when she first pulled up on me. Now,
there we go.
Pivot. Thank you, Binky.
Shout out to Binky.
Binky was working for a whole hour behind the stage trying to set up our show, and I always get on here and don't utilize none of her research. I be trying. No, it be too detailed. She be like, Travis Kelce born in Memphis, Ohio. Look at this. Like, we need a
group chat. We need a group chat. Once we make the group chat, I'll keep everything straight.
No, I'll be here fucking it up. I be shorthanding and shit, like just jotting down notes. Don't remember none of this shit. Anyways, okay, so he said that he was the catch, and you know, women attacked him online. They said that he was a fucking narcissist, and they trying to say, who is you, nigga? Who is you? Like you, that's you know, Simone Biles, nigga. Who is you? Now let's keep it all the way real, right? In the world of celebrity, meaning which one of those people have more fans and draw and probably the bigger name, it is Simone Biles. I ain't lying on that.
Definitely.
The whole world know her. She's the world gold medalist.
Mm.
But when he said, I didn't know her, it was bitches saying, how do you not know who Simone Biles? Easy, motherfucker. For a 20-some-year-old black boy, that's like a young man, he ain't watching no fucking balance beams, nigga. Like, he don't know shit about the Olympics. Don't give a fuck. If you
Now,
ain't, go ahead, G.
I will say this.
Let's go.
In the defense of the people that saying, how did he know? I'm going to say this. I don't pay attention to gymnastics. I don't pay attention to Olympics like that unless there's basketball going on and there's like some dope event going on during the Olympics. But the gymnastics squad that she was on that year that they got popular, them niggas were everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I'm going to say. But that does not mean that man knew who she was at the time. That does not mean that. I'm just saying, because like I'm giving you my perspective. I don't pay attention to that shit at all. But they crossed my timeline so much back then when they were hot. And then it was the Larry Nassar, the creep, the coach that they put in jail and shit. Yeah. All that shit happened. That was a national story and shit. Like, all of them were a part of that. Simone too. So it was like, I saw it. I saw them. But this whole, you know what I'm saying, people that, and I say that to say this, just because I saw it or just because you saw it on the internet doesn't mean that this man knew who she was or he was paying attention to what was going on. This nigga's an NFL player. I need y'all to remember that they make sure that a lot of these niggas is dumb and the only thing they focus on is sports and football, nigga. They don't care about nothing else. They don't have time to care about nothing else. They play football. They get up in the morning. They drink a cup of 2 eggs and fuck bitches, and then they get back on the field to practice and do games and shit. Like,
but listen, another thing, you all right about all that, but people gotta understand, especially young generation, like Ja Morant type niggas. They is listening to hip hop or rap, whatever you want to call this new shit. They watching Instagram shit, bitches on Instagram. Mm-hmm. They watching 85 South or motherfucking, All the Smoke or, Cam and It Is What It Is. Like, niggas, if this shit ain't mentioned on the 3 or 4 shows or channels or whatever they watch, they're not gonna know about it.
Yeah.
They're not watching the news. They don't give a fuck. They might even see a commercial with her in it and say, I don't know who that is. She must be somebody. I don't know who the fuck that is. I don't know the name of the LSU girl.
Angel Reese.
I don't know that. I forgot already.
You know why I remember? Because they suspended earlier, like a couple weeks ago, she got suspended because I guess something was going on in school. I guess she wasn't doing something right and they suspended her, but she's back playing. That's the only reason I remember her name is Angel Reese.
I don't remember her fucking name. Do that mean I ain't tapped into a bunch of other shit? I'm tapped into some shit.
Yeah.
But it's not, I'm dismissive of some shit I don't care about, which is female basketball. Right. I don't give a fuck about that. The same way I don't give a fuck about a balance beamer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. So even if you show me her, I might recognize her by face, like, oh, that's old girl. Or I see her name and like, that name sound familiar. But if she ain't in the LSU jersey with her fucking name and all that, I'm like, oh, that's that. Like, that's what it would take. And I believe that's how he probably felt about old girl. He like, Simone Biles, I don't know that sound. And she played tennis. I don't know. It sound familiar. But he didn't know who she was. That's what I'm trying to get at. I believe he didn't know who that was. So anyways, he a young athlete, NFL. For women that don't understand this, he might be a fucking bench rider in the NFL. Mm-hmm. But to a regular bitch, he's in the NFL. Meaning he is a ticket to these hoes. So he is well sought after by bad bitches. Mm. By the baddest bitches.
Also, this ain't the only time he said this. They just only made it viral. This ain't the only time he said this. He said this before when they first got together, before they got married and all that. He said that he didn't know about her, like he didn't know who she was. People just, they pay attention to what they want to pay attention to, whatever goes viral and shit. That's up to them. But it's like, he said this before. This ain't like it's something new. Like he just trying to say this to be cocky. It's like he said this before. So I believe him. He said this during a time when nobody was paying attention.
Y'all
so
didn't even
like...
peep all the other shit. He even said, man, I didn't want a relationship. I wasn't really on that. But you know what? I gave it a chance. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even want this girl. She was, dude, listen. And shout out to her, because that means she probably solid.
Yeah.
She gotta be solid. She probably got a hella good personality. I think she's pretty, but just pretty. Okay. I just think she's pretty.
He said she ain't bad or no shit like that.
No. Let's not fuck it up. She is pretty. Okay. And she is, I can see a man being attracted to her, and I can see a man wifing her, especially if she got all kind of other qualities. Because you a lame ass nigga if you pick a bitch strictly on looks and she ain't shit. So if he got him a solid ass woman and she pretty and she's athletic and in shape, he won. He got a winner.
She's cute in a Colombo type of way.
And it ain't her complexion either. Because I hate when people try to use that excuse too. Like even with Serena. Serena is not bad. I don't give a fuck what none of you niggas say. She is not.
He's not gonna stand on it, motherfucker.
It's so because there's so many beautiful, dark skinned women. There are so many beautiful women, period.
Yeah.
Y'all talking about the bottom level of pretty chocolate women and acting like we supposed to just make them finer. No, it's fine. Dark skinned women, it's fine. Light skinned women, it's ugly ass light skinned women. So I'm just saying, putting it all in perspective. This is what I said all that to say, and you can go, and then you go, Jim. I'm sorry for taking so much time.
You good?
They are a good match, and I'm quickly say why. Because she is pretty and very famous, which average her out to about a good solid 8.5, and he is in shape, young, well sought after athlete who is probably not going to have the longest career, probably not going to be hella rich, but just, have a couple million. So he is averaged down to about a solid 8.5. You know what I'm saying? So these two together are a beautiful couple. They offspring will be hella athletic, worldly, probably a champion of all kind of shit, So
even if it don't work out for him, he is like, nigga.
I mean, it's a win for both of them.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and look, he said a Wisconsin 8. So that means she really like a 6. You know what I'm saying? You go to Cali, you go to Florida or some shit.
A Wisconsin 8.5. Holy shit.
I'm just saying, dog. So, but I'm not trying to shit on her because honestly, she don't deserve no shade. That's all I see.
No, it seems like
from her
she
was
been
solid
cool.
shit.
It seemed like she been cool the whole time. And honestly, and to answer that other thing from earlier, why he probably stuck around. You was like, oh, he wasn't looking for no relationship. Man, look, this nigga saw the acrobat she was probably doing in the bedroom. He said, holy shit.
Anytime a bitch could take her arms in between her legs like this, and then pull her legs back like this behind her motherfucking
nigga about the bed with the post at the top on purpose.
Every nigga know this. When you lay in a chick, when you lay in a chick, that's why you listen. I'm gonna give y'all some game too, because niggas always think they know how to handle bitches. If a bitch got her leg all the way back like that, sit up and stroke her. If you lay down and try to come down on it,
it's over.
You gotta sit on your knees and sit up, sit back away from it. You gotta sit back away from it. If you try to come down into this right here,
He said, "This bitch acrobatic as fuck."
Nigga, you gonna lose your cool, dog.
But see, I
you
noticed
got
one thing on the
three
internet,
thrusts,
man.
nigga. It's over.
It was a lot of
What?
women that was trying to do the Kiki Palmer effect on her. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to dictate her feelings and try to make her, be reactive towards her man because of how they felt.
Mhm.
If she didn't see no problem in what the fuck he said, why the fuck is y'all making a problem about it? And why y'all want her to be mad about some shit she not mad about? They didn't like her response. She was going on there like talking about, all right, y'all done yet? Y'all niggas, y'all still talking till this day? Y'all still got us on y'all mind? Everybody like, oh, we looking out for you, girl. We trying to help you. Help yourself. Crazy assholes out here mad as hell for other people's relationships because they unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
Don't nobody want to find their own happiness. So they try to live vicariously through these celebrities and through these other people's situations that are going viral. And then they get up there and then they get mad when people don't do what they want them to do. They wanted her to get on the internet and be like, the statement made by my husband, I don't like it. And
It's chauvinistic and it's man and it's
he's
this
a
and it's
pig and he
that.
beats me too. I want y'all to know he beats me. That's going to get him right there.
And see, shout out to my sister Nicole, man. She said, damn, being average looking 7 gets a woman dogged amongst men in barbershop talk. Let me explain to what we trying to do right now. It ain't dogging Simone. To be honest about Simone. The same way when Kevin Samuels got famous because he asked the woman, what did she think she was? And when she answered, it fell into the average at best scenario. It wasn't to shit on her. He just asked her a real question. You got a lot of demands of what you want in a man. And he asked that woman what she thought of herself, and it was average at best, came from that. Simone is, I wouldn't call her average at best. She's above average.
Mm-hmm.
But when a woman is above average in her career, it doesn't equate to above average in a relationship.
She's just really small, man. She looks weird next to that guy. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna be honest.
But bro,
it looks crazy.
Did you?
Maybe I'm just saying that because I'm a tall guy and it would look super
crazy. She only
crazy.
4 something. Yeah. But not only that, her neck got the strength of 10 men. But let me say this though.
Her neck made of vibranium.
But listen, this is the thing. I'm trying not to shit on this girl because she don't deserve it. Ain't nothing wrong with her. But what I'm saying is, catch that gem I just dropped though.
Yeah.
When a woman is phenomenal in anything, it doesn't equate to her being above average in a relationship. I don't give a fuck. Beyonce herself is not above average in a relationship.
Yeah.
And it ain't a man being jealous of her success.
Right.
What we trying to say is when we in the house and I'm smelling your breath, or I'm looking at your real face without your makeup, or I'm looking at your real hair, or I'm looking at your real attitude, bitch, you better tone it the fuck down real quick. You know what I'm saying? You ain't who the fuck you think you is. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing with, I'm sure there's men like that too. I'm sure women, let's say a woman, and watch how women flip their attitude. Let's say a woman get with a man who is hella successful, not all that great looking, and not that good in bed. But she loved him anyway. And let's say that man try to flex like he's the shit. You women are try to humble that nigga real fast. Like, hold up,
super
nigga.
quick. Super quick.
Yeah, hold up. He ain't even all that to be talking. This is the same shit we talking right now. This woman is successful in what she do. She's great at what she do. She's pretty. But in a relationship, and she's not the one tripping. This the other women tripping for her. But the point is, she has the right attitude. She has a humble attitude saying, I am happy with this dude. I'm not tripping what he said because shit, hell, I believe what the fuck he said. I chased this man. I pursued this man.
Let me answer what Nicole Washington said. That last thing she said. She said, so if a woman isn't good looking and she's successful, she's double fucked. Not necessarily. I think people have the misconception that guys just shit on women because they don't look good. If she's successful I'm telling you right now, the people I know, at least the men that I know, will big a woman up on being successful, regardless if she don't look the best. You know what I'm saying?
Not only this, another my fault. I'm so sorry for cutting you off.
No, that's it. That's all I had to say. I mean, that's what I see from personal experience. Even if the woman don't look good and she's successful, niggas get a props. They don't just be in the barbershop talking about, hey man, she done closed a Fortune 500 company, but the bitch is gruesome. You know what I'm saying?
And it's another thing when women be acting like men is insecure about women's success. Most men with a woman that look like a 7, let's just say, he gotta use her success to brag, to like give her more points with his guys. So when you like, it's like you show your 7 off, you gonna be like, hey man, but she got a gold medal though, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I know, this is my lady, I love her, but hey man, she got a gold medal, she got on the Wheaties box. Like we actually utilize their success to get them more props.
Yeah.
Serena husband got to be like, hey man, hey, that's Serena, man.
What you want me to say?
Got a hell of a backhand. You know what I'm saying?
Tennis player
I know what you're thinking, but look, man, she got a good heart. She got a hell of a backhand. Like, you got to explain that shit. Now, the niggas who get super insecure is just broke ass niggas, ain't got nothing going for themselves. I'm sure everything make a nigga like that mad. You could be the manager at Taco Bell. That nigga gonna be mad at you.
I know Serena's jerk-off game is crazy.
Oh, that's another thing. Now, I had said this earlier in conversation. Keke Palmer, to me, is the same level of looks to Simone Biles. Do you disagree?
Say it again.
I think Keke, like, if we just like leveling women off in the same category, I think Keke Palmer and Simone Biles are similar in levels of how they look. Do you think one is prettier than the other?
Yes.
Which one?
Keke for sure.
You think Keke prettier?
Yes.
I don't see it, but I'm not gonna argue with that.
Acne aside,
I would probably pick Simone if I was stepping, but I probably would pick her because I feel like she's more fun in the bedroom, like that time.
Well, that's why I said, dude, he made sure he locked it down. The shit that he probably was experiencing is some crazy gymnastics shit.
Okay, well, this is the point I was attempting to make, though, because maybe they're not as close as I thought. But I would say this. Kiki's personality and attitude would diminish her looks to me. No matter how cute she might be, she would get uglier and uglier based off how she is. And Simone, on the other hand, would get prettier and prettier to me based off of her personality and attitude. So you factor in her success, you factor in how pretty she is, and you factor in how good of a woman she is. Boom, she a 10 now.
Yeah.
To me, or to even him.
Right.
But the world that's out here judging and think he tripping for saying what he's saying, most men are the catches because there's only so many available men that got their shit together for a woman. I mean, like, y'all.
And did any of y'all women ask her what she was looking for? Goddamn. Maybe she was looking for a nigga that felt like he was the goddamn catch. What the fuck?
Good point. Maybe she hate niggas who got low self-esteem. You ever think about that? Maybe that'll make her dry her out.
That's why I be like, it's crazy for these people to be on the internet trying to force people to feel how they feel. You don't know these people. They got married for a reason, right? Like I'm assuming. So it's like she clearly felt like there were traits about him that she loved enough to want to get married with a nigga, especially at a time in her career now. She's young. She's still able to, compete. You know what I'm saying? There was clearly something, especially with him too. He's young. He's still able to compete. They have absolutely no reason to get married right now at all.
Oh, fucking right about that. Oh my God, you're right about that. I want to put this conversation to bed because we're going to move on. Yep. But shout out to my sister Irene. She said, I don't know what that's supposed to say. Stirs? I don't know.
He
stirs, I guess. It all into the interview he did. If you read between the lines, you can tell she too good for him. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Hold that thought. Shout out to my sister Mariah. How you doing, sis? She said, I watched the interview and he was so insecure. Didn't want to give her any props for her accomplishment. Those men proceeded to dog walk him about his lack of accomplishments the whole interview. Okay, now, I'm glad you said that. Because this is kind of my feelings and my gripe about it.
Oh, she meant he states. He states.
Okay, I got you. But this the issue, right? When you say that a man is so insecure because he don't give her props. This, again, remember, this is a man who didn't watch fucking gymnastics. Might not even comprehend to the level and to the scope of what it means to be a gold medalist.
Yeah.
Because quite honestly, the Olympics does not carry the same weight that it once did with most people.
Mm-hmm.
In the world, it's still a big thing. In the world of sports and commerce and them using people to sell athletic products, it matters. To the everyday person, I can't tell you how many people ain't watching the fucking races, ain't watching the goddamn tumbling events, ain't watching none of that shit. So even though you the shit at some shit I don't care about.
Right.
I would like one of y'all to answer this to me. Who the fuck is the best soccer player in the world?
Is it that nigga Ronaldo or whatever the fuck his name is?
I don't know. Is it?
That's all I know. That's the only name I'll be hearing, Ronaldo. But I could be wrong as shit.
But my point is, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. If you're the top surgeon in fucking medical, like Ben Carson is probably one of the greatest surgeons in American history. You think he getting more pussy because of it? Don't nobody give a fuck. So he not shitting on her accomplishment. He just simply don't give a fuck. I gotta look at this girl every day. His mind is reduced to the fact of, this my wife. I gotta love her every day. I gotta try to see something in her to make me want to be with her in the long term. I gotta see something in her to make me want to turn down prettier women, thicker women, sexier women, groups of women, 3 ways, 4 ways. I gotta look at this woman and see all of that. Because the bitch can do good cartwheels. Excuse me for calling her out her name. I'm sorry, Simone, because I respect her and I don't want to shit on her. I'm just trying to be honest to a point where women can just get it. It ain't hate. It ain't insecurity. And it ain't jealousy. It's I don't give a fuck. He probably would be more flattered by being with Sexy Red because now this is an example. A bad one, but I'm just trying to utilize it. If he cares more about rap or he cares more about, you know what I'm saying? If his mindset is something else, then he would be more proud of being with, I don't know, let's not say her, Lotto.
Meg Thee Stallion.
You know what I'm saying? I don't fucking know. He'll be more like, I'm with Lotto. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's who he is.
Right.
He don't even understand how big it is to be with a world renowned person because he don't give a fuck. And you can't say I'm wrong, Irene, because I'm a man and I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to tell you, a man that is with a woman like that and he doesn't, it ain't that I'm disrespecting what you've done, but I might not find the same concern in what you do. I don't think soccer is a good sport. I think it's whack as fuck. And even if somebody is the greatest soccer player of all time, I'm not impressed. You kick balls to each other and nobody scores. I'm not impressed, nigga. So you might be the great. So you want me to give the account? Now this ain't got nothing to do with females, right? So am I hating on the accomplishments of the greatest soccer player in all the world? I'm hating on his accomplishments because I don't see what's so great about kicking the ball to each other and not scoring. It doesn't matter to me in my world. It doesn't resonate with me in my world. Go ahead.
I see why she probably thinks that he's insecure because of the narrative that, oh, he's, doing this because, X, Y, and Z. Like people really feel like he's, saying what he's saying to try to like be the, try to feel better about his situation because people call him Simone Biles' husband instead of his name. It's like, I don't think he gives a fuck about that either.
I wouldn't give a fuck.
If they call him Simone Biles' husband, it's like, nigga,
I'll make that my motherfucking mantra, nigga. I'm Simone Biles' husband.
Yeah. I don't think
Thaddeus James III.
Because if you was somebody that gave a damn about that title, I feel like he would try to prove that, you know, it's some type of, oh, we did this because of, you know, she, you know, X, Y, and Z, like this was mutual type shit. I don't think he went in there thinking like trying to, you know, I want to make sure I let people know that, you know, I'm the shit and she's not compared to me. Like, I think he was just telling his fucking side of how shit happened.
Hold on. He was telling his side, but he was being too honest. You know,
Well,
Mariah
yeah,
said,
like he was like, yeah, exactly.
Mariah said, no, he cared. He even said he responded to her because he saw she had a big following. He gave a fuck about the doors that she could open. That just showed you he didn't know who she was when she stepped to him. This nigga had a researcher. So I don't know who this is. Let me see who she is. Like, damn, she got a good following. Okay, whatever. I guess she's somebody in the world that she's somebody.
Why do people like her?
Yeah, but in my world, I don't know her. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, she ain't shit in my world. So now, mind you, this is me trying to get that point across. But I hate to say this, and I was gonna say this for the next show. This is a bad idea for Miss Simone.
Yeah.
She get with a guy who is out of her fucking league. And I know I'm about to piss some women off. How is she out of her league? She got a fucking gold medal. I don't give a fuck.
She got 3 gold medals.
It ain't even made out of real gold, motherfucker. So anyway, he out of her league. This shit gonna end bad. I hate to say it. I hope it don't, but come on. This shit ain't gonna go. Because there's somebody else who is more her speed, who will worship her motherfucking ass. And she didn't pick that. She chased down another nigga who she felt like she only had access to because she was Simone Biles. If she wasn't Simone Biles, if her fucking followers wasn't up, he would have never swiped left on that or right or whatever the fuck y'all swipe on the bitch. He would have been like, oh,
wait, so look, we got to establish something.
All right.
Do we think that he didn't know who she was prior to them getting together, or is this a thing where they got together, or they think that they got together and he didn't know who she was when they got together? I'm speaking from the point of him not knowing who she was before they got together, and when they got contacted or whenever they met or however they got linked up, that's when he did his, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, no. He lied. If he said that, he lied. He knew before she drove to him who she was.
No. I'm saying this is what I mean. Like,
but not before that.
Not before, yeah. Before they got into contact, before they started hitting each other up, before they got into any relationship, I believe that he wasn't on that she wasn't on his radar. When they start speaking, of course, he went to her IG, he went and did X, Y, and Z. He found out who she was and was like, oh, okay, this might be interesting.
Mariah, you doing the same thing that a lot of people doing. We talked about this, you might have came after that. But I want to say it to her again. She said, y'all stop playing. He knew who she was. Why are y'all playing here? I'm trying to get this to your head. I did not know who the fuck she was. I knew her if I saw her. So when I see her, I'm like, I think that's that gymnast girl.
Yeah.
I didn't know her name. Then you could say her name, and I'll be like, it sounds familiar. Who is that? I don't know her. But then when you show me her and say, this is Simone Biles, and put it with the face, I'm like, oh, that's me, and I'm 40 years old, and I'm more tapped into the news and some worldly shit than a young 20-something-year-old athlete who don't give a fuck. I
don't know the story. I don't know the story about how they got together. Like, were they out in passing and they started talking or some shit? And if that was the case,
she hit him online. No, she was in his inboxes and shit.
Okay, so if that's the case,
it was a dating app or some shit like that.
If that's the case, and this nigga didn't do any type of who is this, especially being somebody that was in the NFL, he's dumb as hell. But let me say this. This is actually the reason why a lot of these young athletes get caught up with chicks and be getting bitches pregnant and not knowing what they're getting themselves into by not doing their fucking research. We talking about an athlete. We got to remember that too.
So while people are saying they don't know or saying he's lying about not knowing who she was, you also got to remember a lot of these niggas be taking chances with their dick. They don't be thinking with their fucking head. So even if they met on a dating app or whether they met online or whether they met in crossing or whatever, he's not even thinking about who she is.
Think about this, a high-profile dating app. How many
Yeah.
professional women, professionals, and I'm talking about professionals, who ain't nobody know, but they getting money. they on the dating sites. So you ain't gonna just get Simone, you ain't gonna get fucking Oprah. You gonna get high-level prostitutes.
I wonder what
on
the fuck her bio said.
It don't matter.
It should matter because if she's on a high, now this is the thing I didn't know.
That bitch probably was doing a handstand with her legs open with a gold medal hanging in her face.
See, now I might have to be calling cap, though.
He probably was like, oh, she was in gymnastics when she was a kid.
see, AP, now we getting into different
oh, she
generations.
must be a gymnastic teacher.
Now we getting into different generations.
That's what I would have thought.
These
like,
young niggas be on the internet, bro. They be on the internet and they be searching people. They be going to people's Instagrams and all that other shit.
I'm about to cancel your subscription, Mariah. Leave us alone. She said he is an athlete. I mean, he is an athlete. Simone Biles stay on ESPN. Like, why are you playing? No one gives a fuck. If listen, you can show a golfer on ESPN. I'm not registering who the fuck the golfer is. You can show Simone Biles. You can show any WNBA player. My mind is clicked out. I'm not watching I could be watching the shit and not know who the fuck what they talking about. Because my mind done blocked this shit out. I'm waiting on them to talk about some shit I care about. It don't matter if she on ESPN. She could be on my Wheatie box that I eat every fucking morning. I might not look at the box. Swear to God.
Hey.
Look, we don't give a fuck. Listen, I'm not even bullshit. The only reason I'm going so crazy is because I promise you, I'm that dismissive. It might be a flaw of mine, but I'm that dismissive. I'm the same nigga that'll work with somebody at the same job for 2 years and don't know they fucking name. I'm that same nigga. So if a man say, I don't know her like that, like I'm not in that world. It's so many millionaires and people with millions of followers, and Binky just brought it up. We don't know them. We don't know them.
Yeah.
And they got millions and millions of followers.
Well, I might have to. I'm kind of changing my mind about this nigga a little bit because if he's on a rich and influencer, whatever famous people dating app, how the fuck you ain't know this motherfucker was famous or had some bread, knowing that y'all on the same app? Like,
bro,
y'all got to be doing.
Swiping,
I'm
swiping through rich hoes.
But here's the thing.
It's rich hoes on this motherfucker.
But here's the thing. I'm gonna say this.
Rich hoes.
I'm gonna say this for you, AP. The reason why a lot of these people the reason why a lot of these people go on these apps is not just because they trying to find people in the same profession or the same tax bracket. Is because they can't use regular apps. They can't just use a regular dating app. They got to use these different apps because they got to vet certain people. They can't just go and hook up with a random person. They take these apps because they specifically want a specific type of individual that they want to date. So he had to, you know what I'm saying? He had to do some type of research after seeing her. I'm not saying that he knew of her before then, but once he clicked on her and once they matched up on that app, he definitely did some research. So if he talking about he didn't know who she was when they first hung out, nigga capping like a motherfucker.
Hold on though, but this is what I'm trying to tell you, and y'all just keep dismissing me. Put me on that same app and let me see a chick that I'm interested in or that's interested in me. I'm gonna right away size up if I want to fuck her or not. Then I might look at her goddamn bio, and if it's too wordy, I'm stopping like 3 motherfucking words in. Like, this bitch talk a lot, I can tell.
She got a paragraph on the bio. He said, I'm not reading this shit.
Anyway, let me look through her pictures. And then I'm seeing all this balance beam shit. I'm like, oh, okay, the bitch is probably in college for gymnastics.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not easily.
It's going over my head that this bitch a chance.
I am not easily swayed, my good brother Joe Blast. I had no knowledge of the app that they met on. I was under the impression that they just met each other somewhere while they were out. And if that's a bigger possibility for him not to know who she was then too. Because like I said, these athletes, it's a different game when you playing professional sports. When you are a professional athlete, 99.5% of your brain is on that unless you somebody that don't give a fuck about your career. He's somebody that needed to give a fuck about his career because this nigga's not a top anything. He needs to work his ass off to get where he needs to be.
Listen, he definitely came up in the dating world for this move here. So she definitely, if you want to play that game, who the cat? Look, we talked about this too long, y'all. Come to AP for life. I'm gonna be talking about this shit all night, apparently. And Mariah, don't go to sleep, motherfucker. Don't bring your ass over there. Don't go to sleep. Because I understand that she is a bigger draw in the world of like opportunity. But I'm trying to tell y'all, there is men, and I'm one of them, who don't give a fuck. Like literally, like I don't give a fuck if I'm fucking with a billionaire. I don't care, bitch. Like a billionaire can't make me change how I am because she a billionaire. I'm gonna finesse you while I can. And if that shit go left, bitch, bye, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. You know, like I would not care.
Do you want to know the real reason?
And then if you give me millions and shit and I'm a football player, bitch, I really don't care. Get your ass out of here.
Y'all want to know the real reason why this man stayed around?
Wow.
It's because Simone knew how to
swallow. She knew how to swallow him up. In a time of pressure, she backed him against the wall, did a handstand, and she swallowed him up.
I'm glad you brought up the great swallower of 2023. TD motherfucking Jake. TD big power bottom Jakes. TD. He strike me as a nigga that wear a onesie to bed. Mr. Jakes.
Oh shit.
Let's go there, man. TD Jakes recently have been thrown into the fray with Sean Puffy Diddy Combs, whatever the fuck y'all want to call him this week.
Yeah.
And apparently what's being said about him is that Kim Porter, which was Puffy's late girlfriend, baby mama, whatever you want to call her, had gave up some information and some phone recordings and some different things showing and saying that TD was saying, or they were saying about TD Jakes that he was a power bottom and he was a frequent participant in all the Diddy freak-offs.
Really?
That's what they saying. So Mr. Jakes, on his most recent sermon right before Christmas, addressed it a little bit. So we're going to play a little bit of that and then we'll talk about it. Let's see what he has to say.
I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you?
Yeah, so before we get to the clip at hand, I just want to say that is the wildest shit I've ever heard in my life. That's the wildest shit I've ever heard in my life.
No, this the wildest shit. Look, that was wild. That was wild.
You want me to play the first one, or you want me to play
the beginning of his sermon first?
Okay, got you.
All right, here we go.
Logged in.
We good? There we go.
Yeah, let's go.
Some of you logged in or come in out of concern. Some of you come in to hear what I'm going to say. All of you who expect me to address a lie, you can log off. I will not use this sacred day and this sacred pulpit to address a lie when I have a chance to preach a truth. I will stand straight up, head up, back straight, and preach the unadulterated, infallible word of God. Because that is what the pulpit is for. But there will be a time. So you can stop dragging people and arguing with people and fighting and just log off. All you do is just hit the button. Right there. Log off.
That was the oldest shit I've ever seen in the book.
There is no show here. In the Gospel of St. Matthew.
Look, that nigga had not to the gospel. Listen. And you will know. Listen, man, I'm going to tell y'all, and we're going to go to the next one, man. But let me tell y'all, if I didn't believe the rumors, I sure the fuck do now after that shit.
Man.
Don't any nigga who give a fucking... Let's go to the next video first. Let's analyze these both together. Now this is the nail in the coffin. You got something to say before we play it?
Yeah, this is the key, because the first speech is good and well. But this part right here, if he wouldn't have put this part in here, maybe I would have rolled with his original statement. But when people do things like this, you got to pay attention to how people speak. You got to pay attention to what people try to add in certain parts. There's always that feeling of guilt when you have done something and it makes you say certain things that is like, oh, I want to make sure I put this in there for my sake, not for their sake, but for the person that's speaking's sake. This is what that was right here.
If everything was true, all I got to do is repent sincerely from my heart. There's enough power in the blood to cover all kinds of sins. I don't care what it is, the blood would fix it. If everything was true, all I got to do is repent sincerely from my heart. There's enough power in the blood to cover all kinds of sins. I don't care what it is, the blood would fix it. But I ain't got to repent about this. All I got to do is step over top of it and keep on going on. Glory to God, I'm not in trouble.
Nigga.
Glory to God, I'm not in trouble.
Nigga. So look at here. How you my fault. Look at here, man. Anytime a nigga say, if I did it, that's when you slap the cuffs on a motherfucker. Like, we got him, Johnson. Slap the cuffs on this nigga and listen.
Hypothetically speaking.
Yeah. Now, per se, let's just say there was a preacher who more or less or more likes to get powered on the bottom. If that was then God will cover me. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, shut your... Listen,
just
man.
in case I was involved in these freak offs.
Now, let's just say facts actually do come out.
Right.
Hey, man. Is your facts better than God's facts?
He described the whole picture. Now, if a picture just so happens to come out of me in a onesie and I have my my ceremonial garb on and my house shoes and you see me in a compromising position, just know God got me.
Look, shout out to Mariah. And for y'all that don't know, Mariah is tapped in the community. She know what's going on out there. And her estimation of the reputation of Mr. Potterhouse is that in Dallas, they say we know how he get down. And y'all know that Tyler Perry got that same reputation where he from. Damn. When you talk to people that are local to those places, it ain't even a secret. You know what I'm saying? So, and same thing with the Eddie Long situation back in the day. It was like one of them known and everybody kind of knew it and just kind of let it be what it is kind of situation. Same thing with Diddy. Everybody kind of know how you get down. But
so wild how that nigga's name was Eddie Long.
Bro, we're not gonna get in there. Pause, man.
I'm just let that go.
But I'm gonna say that when you a man of God, you actually have a responsibility to conduct yourself a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
The Bible tell you that even to be a deacon, you need to be married to one woman and you need to be clean and this and that. And that. It's very clear what's required of a man of God. Do that mean they can't fuck up? Everybody can make a mistake, but a mistake ain't getting on the bottom of a pile of you know what. That's not a goddamn mistake, goddamn it.
That's a ritual.
That's the nigga. That's the goddamn
That's
Friday night at Puffy House. You know what I'm saying? That's not a goddamn, you know.
I'm just saying, it's like one of those things where you gotta ask yourself, because of the history of it, man, the track record for the things that we've seen. And I just said over the past 10 years, I just gave it the past 10 years of what we've seen from certain, pastors and people ahead of mega churches. Is like, you can't put anything past anybody. And I wish people would get back to seeing other people as humans. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of these guys that go up on these pulpits try to give off that God complex. And I'm not here to, discredit, churches or pastors or anything like that. It's just, it's very specific. We know who they are. We've seen them. You know what I'm saying? So it's out there, and people do this type of shit, and it fucks up, what the real individuals who really want to go out here and do something as far as like, religion goes. It fucks up everything. So you kind of put everybody in a box when it comes to this. And then it's no better, because these mega churches are who these other small churches and smaller pastors look up to and want to go to them and strive to get to. But it's like, what did these niggas get to this point? We talking about the same type of formula when it comes to like Hollywood and shit, how people get ahead or how people are able to get in certain positions, pause, and succeed. You know what I'm saying? You just can't become a pastor of a mega church like that. You can't just get a mega church. It comes with shit. You know what I'm saying? There's big ties in this shit, especially when it comes to the government, politics, all that shit.
TD Jakes came in prime time during the days where pastors was videotaping their sermon. He liked the cutting edge of, YouTubers that started right in the prime time of YouTube or the prime time of IG or TikTok.
He an OG when it comes to that.
Yeah, TD Jakes was one of them first ones recording the videos, recording the sermons, getting like national promotion through videotapes. And his congregation grew. One of the greatest sermons or pastors or preachers, I guess I would say preacher. One of the greatest preachers I ever heard is TD Jakes, no cap.
Yep.
He always got weird. I always seen him get weird a few times, so he done weird mannerisms for a very long time, in my opinion. So it ain't so shocking once I start seeing him wear tight ass clothes and flaring up his collars and all that shit. It didn't really.
You got a gap. The lisp is inevitable.
Hey man, so again, like I always be leery of certain signs, and no bullshit. I was just watching the Bucks game before this shit start, and they playing Cleveland, and Christian Thompson got some mannerisms. I'm saying it now, just in case that shit come out.
Yeah,
this nigga was at the free throw line or standing on the side of the free throw line, holding his hips like a bitch. I was like, I'm saying it now.
From the free throw line to the freak offs.
Man, I'm just saying it now, man. Christian Thompson got some mannerisms. So, anyways, what was I gonna say? God damn it. TD Jakes, man. Let's change it. I don't know. I didn't know how I wanted to go here, man. Because I think he's guilty.
I'll say this. Somebody said this, and I'm gonna make sure I make this a point. Whatever he's being accused of isn't illegal, regardless of how we feel about it. That's the one thing. The only thing that should be the main focus is Diddy. All right. TD Jakes was just thrown in the fire. That's all that was. TD Jakes was thrown in the fire. He wasn't accused of doing anything illegal or anything like that. We just kind of have a horrible image now in our minds of TD Jakes, and it's what it is. We in the internet age, man. It's gonna happen,
bro. Was done in the dark. God damn it. Hey, shout out to Marcel for the Cash App, bro. Appreciate that a lot. Let me play this recent interview of TD after these allegations came out.
You do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life. Robert.
That was TD and Gail. TD getting interviewed by Gail King, man. If y'all didn't get a chance to hear that. So he's really upset. He's stressing over this allegations, obviously. But anyways, let me ask you this. As bad as these allegations are, true or false, how should his body of work, pause, I don't even know if I should say that. How does his history of ministry, how is that to be looked at now after this comes out?
Well, I will say this, being somebody who has started to pay attention to things that's been going on, the one thing about the internet is they like to pull up old footage and old videos and old pictures and shit like that of things that were like signs of, you know, him possibly being in a certain field, so to speak. With TD Jakes, they pulled up video of him talking about, you know, as far as like the LGBTQ shit when it comes to his church specifically. He hasn't been one of those preachers to sit up and, you know, demonize that group of people. So it won't do anything.
At least he wasn't contradictory in
exactly
his lifestyle and his message.
Because like that other pastor that got caught on video. No, not Eddie. This is a recent pastor. Another pastor, bro. I'm talking about it was another pastor. It was, I don't know if y'all remember this, but it was a pastor that got whoever his butt buddy was leaked his tape online, and he had to go and address it. And he was one of those pastors that was speaking against the LGBTQ community, and niggas was getting his back blown out. So you don't want to be caught being that guy. If you being caught being that guy, then your legacy is ruined, motherfucker. You're done for.
Bro, what happened to the good old days when pastors used to just fuck all the bitches in the town and father kids with the congregation?
Man,
that's respectable preaching right there. That's when the man of God was something to look up to and possibly, you know, even want to follow. You know what I'm saying? Those men was real in their home. You know, they had a praying wife. You know, they had a lot of sisters in the church up front who was there faithfully every week, and helping and counting the money and ushering and just holding it down and holding down the dinners and the bake sales, and they was just doing their fucking job. All of them was pastor side chicks.
Yeah.
What happened to them days, man?
Them days is over. Them motherfucking pastors want boy booty. Them niggas want boy booty now.
Get ready.
Wake up. That's what TD. Them niggas be passed out at the freak out. He wasn't done. Wake up out of your sleep. We ain't done.
Do you know it's almost every fucking major pastor got some dirt on their name like that? Even it was a preacher named Juanita Bynum. She was another beast. That woman can fucking preach, man. Juanita Bynum.
Yep.
She had a book called she had a sermon called No More Sheets. Man, probably that right there alone, nigga, legendary. But she was bisexual. And she also had a lot of crazy shit going on with her situation. Creflo, I can't even say that nigga name.
Creflo Dollar.
Creflo Dollar. A lot of smut on his name. His shit more financial than the other shit. But it's like, goddamn, I'm starting to believe now that if you see somebody being praised and put on a pedestal, and they seem to get all the extra opportunities, I'm gonna say it like that.
Yeah.
It can't just be off of work ethic and merit and God's blessing.
Right.
It's starting to now look like everybody who've made it to the top of whatever industry they in, it had to come with some fiddling.
Some fiddling.
Now,
Some fiddling and
Like
twiddling.
I'm just trying to think who at the top of every fucking industry that ain't got no smut on their name with the weird shit.
Well, let's not forget about old Big Teeth over there, Joel Osteen. That motherfucker, we ain't heard shit since, nigga. That's how much money them niggas got. That's how much power them churches got. They found what they say, I forgot how many hundreds of thousands of dollars stuffed in the walls of the bathroom. We ain't heard shit about that since.
But that's
not a fucking peep.
But bro, that's clearly not the pastor.
Nigga, it don't have to be it has to be somebody that's with the pastor. You think that nigga that is over that mega church don't know what's going on in the walls?
Yes.
You don't think that motherfucker don't understand, bro? Have you seen what's that show on HBO? The Righteous Gemstones, nigga.
I started watching it. That's pretty funny too,
nigga. Them when they run mega churches. Oh, they know what's going on.
They got cameras. You're right. But think about it. If what you just said it was in the walls of the bathroom, right?
Yeah, they dug it out.
The one fucking place they can't put the cameras, I'm walking thousands into that bitch every chance I get. But till I come for the big score.
You don't think that had to do with him? You thought that had to do with
hell no, because listen, that's some AP shit right there. I wouldn't include the goddamn pastor. If I could do it.
You was acting like the daughter from Righteous Gemstones. You was skimming off the top. You was hiding that shit in the fucking ceiling.
If I could do it.
He said, God wanted me to have these bands, nigga. What you talking about?
I need a stack now. I repent for my sins later when I'm living greater. You know what I'm saying? That's
fact.
Twister told me that. So I'm just gonna tell you right now. There are some harmless, victimless crimes.
Mm-hmm.
And stealing the money that was already stolen is a victimless crime.
He said, "Now, did you put it that way?"
Hold on, not even stolen. Was ignorantly donated to a man of God where tithing is not biblical. Nowhere do it say tithe your money. Nowhere. And I challenge anybody to show me. And you finessed lines of people to write $1,000 checks, $5,000 checks, give hundreds of dollars weekly, goddammit. Damn. And you finessed this money. And I facilitated with you because I'm carrying shit. I'm holding money. I'm taking duffel bags to the back. I deserve a piece too, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? If we robbing them or if we is finessing them, goddammit, I need mine. So there ain't no fucking way I'm not gonna have no fucking nigga. My whole shoes, I'm gonna have clothes with extra departments in them and shit. I'm gonna have
this is blasphemous.
I'm gonna take my hat off and have motherfucking money fall out my goddamn hat. Nigga, I'm leaving, nigga, new long ties for everybody if I get in the motherfucking position of the church.
Oh man.
You know
what I heard recently that reiterated my points that I've been making for so long already. When it comes to churches and when it comes to people paying tithes, I feel like churches should be the black-owned bank. That's like the most logical thing I can think of. When it comes to you giving money to the church, I think that it should be the black-owned bank because they're not taxed. And what I think should happen is the pastor of the church, when we get ready to do offerings and tithes or whatever, that money that you give is the money that you save. So when you give that money to the church is the bank. They put your money, every dollar that you give, every cent that you give on that Sunday is put away in your own, safe deposit box or whatever the case may be, whatever stores your shit. Use that, and this starts at the top of the year. When the end of the year comes around, like right now, when most churches do the New Year's Eve service and shit like that, that end of the year, you get to choose whether you take that money out, all the money that you saved up that year, or you just continue on for the next year. That's exactly what that is. You say it's a bank that you save in and you continue to build that money up. Because, people so quick to give to the church, and I'm not saying that it's bad in that way. I'm just saying this could be the real black bank for real. people don't hesitate to pull out that money when they get to church. This could be the savings that people need. That's all I'm saying.
It's supposed to be. If you're gonna try to spend the Bible to fit the narrative that we're storing up this money for XYZ, it should be for the tribe to come and utilize to keep everybody sustained for the year. Because the initial tithing in the storehouse was putting up parts of the crop. Therefore, if somebody's tribe, if they crop didn't come in, or it was some famine coming, they could sustain everybody until the following year, until the following harvest. That's what it was supposed to be for. And even in the Bible was never money. And at the time that they were storing up, food, they had money. They had shekels and shillings and all kind of other shit that they literally tell you when to spend it.
Yeah.
They tell you when to pay for something, or what meant to be paid for. So it was always a scam for a church to get cash out of a nigga, other than a donation. A donation, a whole nother story. I think that's real. All right. So anyway.
Well, Mariah, you're right. It's too late for that now. We can't do that now. But if that was the origin, if that was the foundation that was built off of it, black churches specifically, oh man, talk about generational wealth, nigga. Like that would have been it right there.
That ain't happening, man. And again, you got skimmers like myself who gonna fuck it up anyway. You can't put us in charge of that kind of money.
Off the top. He said,
look, man.
Fuck y'all savings, nigga.
When they say the game is sold, not told, man, it's a lot of people lose in business, and in the streets just by not knowing everything. Okay, niggas jump in the game head first, want to spend their girl tax money, and never was taught how to read a fucking digital scale. If a nigga find out you don't know how to use that digital scale, all your packs finna be short until you figure it the fuck out. Right. And any hustling nigga that say
he's making good dollars off.
If any hustling nigga say he give niggas everything they pay for, is fucking lying. Until niggas learn to come with that digital, you like, hey man, that's how I was when I got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you take from
it? It was bagged up already, nigga. I just gave it to you.
What you take from it, nigga? I ain't touched it. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you start realizing niggas hip to it. Then you're like, all right, I can't play that nigga, And it ain't trying to play him. It's like, hey man, you getting a double, you still getting a double up or flip. You know what I'm saying? So, everybody eat. Now, you remember Casino was that part in Casino where they were showing how the money get moved around in the casino.
Yeah.
And then it was like, and God forbid they forget to steal. You know what I'm saying? Like, even after all that shit, God
you better believe, if I was working at a casino and I found out a way to skim off the top, oh my God, that's going to be my lifelong job, nigga. I'm going to be there punctual, 30 minutes every day, early, nigga. Hey.
Oh, early and late. Early and late. And that last garbage can that I empty and clear out gonna have a bunch of stacks of bread under the garbage. Like,
right, exactly.
I'm gonna walk this on out. Y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all tomorrow night. I'm going to go ahead and take this out to the trash.
Employee of the month. They say he takes the trash out personally. He can put it in his bin. He could just put it right here, but he takes it personally.
No, I got it. I'm going to go have a smoke, and y'all just go ahead and do what y'all got to do.
They go have a smoke, nigga. Nigga was dumping bands off.
All them niggas that be going to have a smoke, they take garbage bags home, toilet paper home, motherfucking pencil sharpeners, nigga. Man. They got all kind of shit from the job at home. All them cigarette break niggas. So anyways, all right, let's move through this, man. We be spending too much time on shit. Okay. Tasha K, for y'all that don't know, is the online influencer, shit talker, kind of like, what would you call it? Tabloid kind of.
She's a blogger.
She also was known for putting a lot of R. Kelly shit out there early on with his brother being interviewed. She real messy. She also got sued by Cardi B and lost millions of dollars that she's still trying to pay back. Yeah. And now she recently got sued by Kevin Hart for trying to extort him based on some information that she believes she got that is damaging enough to make him pay. And he said, fuck you, bitch, I'm about to sue you. What you think about that?
Somebody said Tasha ain't gonna stop until the only thing her kids got to eat is ice cubes, nigga. Like, I don't understand the motivation behind this. You have what seems to be, I mean, when you get to the point where your name is dragged through the mud constantly, but you have a loyal fan base, you don't have to do these things. You can pick and choose the type of content you want to put out there because people follow you for you. This motherfucker just doesn't care. She gonna keep interviewing all these people that say they got these stories, and she don't understand. It's like, all right, you can put them on your platform and all types of shit. Once these lawsuits pile up, nigga, you ain't gonna have no show left. They don't even care about the people really that's telling these stories either. They only care about Tasha K. That's why I don't get it. What's your motive now? What are you gonna do?
When you already can't pay back your loan, and they can't take more than you already got because you ain't got nothing.
Are you saying she in ultimate fucking mode?
Why not? What you gonna do? Sue me? That bitch probably.
I'm already in Africa, bitch. What you want? What else you want? All the way across the country, motherfucker. You can come over here. You come to Nigeria, motherfucker.
Undubo, more water, please. Yeah, so like I was saying, Jada Pinkett dug in his booty. Listen,
she used the last money she had left to build a well outside her crib. She good.
Nigga, she probably learned from the goddamn Nigerians. Like, yeah, motherfucker. I know I got the information about you and your girlfriend, motherfucker. Hey, I can't even do it. I'm just saying she probably like whispering and calling niggas late at night. Like, you want to play a scary movie and shit? What's your favorite scary movie? I'm fucking all this shit. Yeah. She just fucking with people until somebody, you know what I'm saying, until she hit a lick. She probably just an ultimate scammer. Let's just deal with the fact, ain't she Atlanta broad? She probably just an ultimate scammer any fucking way. If she found her way on YouTube or the internet and start popping, she probably just in her. That's probably, I don't know her business, but she strikes me as the type.
She might be playing it smart enough to not actually have this affect her, because the one thing people forget is that in Cardi's situation, she was actually saying that Cardi had these things or Cardi was doing these things. She was saying out of her mouth. She was convinced she was saying it for a matter of fact. Now her game is, I'll just bring these people up who have these accusations or who have these stories to have them tell it, and then it'll be on them. So regardless if y'all sue me or not, I didn't say this was a fact. I didn't say that this happened. These are people that's coming on my show volunteering this information. I'm just giving them a platform. So I don't think anything is going to come from this. I think really the girl that's out here saying whatever about Kevin Hart, I'm sure she was his assistant. I'm sure she saw some shit. But at the end of the day, man, I don't know what she's trying to accomplish from it. I don't know what she's trying to gain from it.
Listen, this was the road to Wendy Williams' success. She might just be following the blueprint. This is literally how Wendy Williams got to be where she got.
Yeah.
Airing out niggas' business and not being afraid to do so. Now, Tasha K, she might have learned a lot from that lawsuit.
Oh, man.
Of what she can't say, what she can say, how she got to word it, all that.
She said that.
Kevin might just be throwing his lawyers at her to just, make it hard for her to go to court. Because sometimes just going to court alone and paying lawyers to break a motherfucker.
Yeah.
So
Kevin
it ain't even that I expect to win, but bitch, your money ain't long enough to stay in court with me. We're going to break you that way.
I think that's his move. That's definitely his move. His move isn't to technically get her to pay him for something or to get her to pay penalties. It's about my money stretches longer than your career will ever go. Let's see how you want to handle this situation.
Hey, y'all, let's play a little game. Shout out to my brother, Victor Shaw. He said, don't shit on my city, AP. I'm assuming he's talking about Atlanta. I'm sorry. Let's start there. Now, after I apologize, can everybody that's participating in the chat room tonight type in one thing that you know about Atlanta?
Uh-oh. This nigga opened the floodgates.
Just type in something that makes you think about Atlanta.
The underground.
Or whatever you put in there. Just type in whatever you want. Just put in anything good, anything bad. Hey, whatever you want to type in there about Atlanta, type that shit in there. All right. Okay, look at Arius trying to play. Okay, Arius. Okay, music. Okay,
He said ghetto.
Okay,
Booty.
ghetto. Booty. That's a
Booty.
good one. That's a good one.
Rainbows and
Skittles. God damn it. You know, niggas can't lie on that shit. You need
Gender
to quit, AP. I'm sure they all feel that way. Look at that. I'm
Joe Blast, you ain't shit.
Gender confusion. That was a well put. You put that very well. Down low men. Okay. Celebrities. I get
Lennox
that.
Mall.
Lennox Mall, but he had to put the little nails on there.
Mariah said what? She said,
"Hell, God damn."
Oh my God.
God, I don't even want to know what that means. God damn it.
Said it's nothing but blasphemous activity.
Strip clubs. Okay, all right. It's a lot of good shit I'm hearing. Airports be way too busy. Okay, this nigga got hella technical and shit. Shit he really don't like. I personally don't care for the transit system there. Gay capital. Okay, I think we can say that. BBLs. All right, a couple more and I'm gonna be done. Organized noise, Dallas, Austin, Jermaine Dupri, and that's about it. Okay, I fuck with that. Food, they cuisine is supposed to be top level in the country. I agree with that. Other side is Black Dollars though. What? Oh, he said, okay, I get you. You elaborate. Civil rights. Well, actually, what was really going on in Atlanta during civil rights, other than the fact that Martin Luther King is from there?
The Freaknik.
Because I feel like a lot of the civil rights marches and things happen elsewhere. But you know, whatever. I'll give you that. Freaknik. Okay. All right, we done.
Nigga Jeff said fuzzy pumps size 17. God damn.
All right, look, I'm gonna leave it alone. Fuzzy pump size 17. That's fucking very specific and true. They got a Bigfoot shoe store for females there, I heard. Okay. Right. All right, well, we're gonna leave that alone. I just wanted to just show you that we ain't shitting on Atlanta. We're just saying things that we know. We don't know everything. So we just say what we do know. Some of it's gonna sound bad, some of it's gonna be good. Boosie. Since we talking about Atlanta right now, that's where he based right now.
That's where he resides.
Boosie tells his son he don't like him wearing a Pooh Shiesty mask. Now, I've talked about this before.
I'm glad you brought this up.
Well, what you think about it?
I think despite Boosie being somebody who is, he's not necessarily the greatest role model on earth, but he does show a lot of care for his kids, the best that he can due to his circumstances growing up in his environment, if that makes sense. I don't think people understand that. Depending on your environment, depending on how you grew up, that's how you're going to raise your kids. And not everybody has the same morals or they parent their kids the same way. Some people want to do some people do the best that they can from what they know. And Boosie being somebody who has definitely promoted certain, negative aspects of, our community, he still gives a damn about, how his kids are presented, especially his son, who is a rapper, who has a name for himself and who's out there in the public eye. Why the fuck are you outside with a shiesty mask on and you Boosie's son? Where are you and that's one thing too. Like when T.I., that whole T.I. situation with his son, and he talking about going back to the bando, blah, blah, blah. A lot of people know that T.I.'s son and Boosie's son are best friends. T.I.'s son is always over in the hood because Boosie's son is over there. Boosie constantly trying to get his son to get away from that area. We see the same thing that happened with Gilly's son. Gilly being somebody who just signed a major contract before his son got killed, you would hope and you would pray that his son would stay away from certain situations, but that don't happen. So you got to think from these certain standpoints, man. It's not always, it can't always be on the parent. You know what I'm saying? They could try as best as they can. These little niggas is just, they gonna do what they do. Hopefully it got through to them though.
A lot of times people got to realize your appearance can put a target on your fucking back.
Yeah.
From the police, from how people view you, from even how women view you. It can make you a target based on how you moving and how you dressing.
Yep.
I used to didn't want to get no golds in my mouth, no golds, teeth and shit. Excuse me, at a time where it was real, like a big deal. And I used to tell my wife at the time, like, I'm not finna wear no fucking pelly and walk around with golds and shit when I got weight for real. I don't want to look like a dope boy. You know what I'm saying? Trapper, as y'all call him now. I don't want to look like that. I'm already hot. I don't want to look the part every day unless I'm going somewhere. That's a whole nother story. But I didn't want to just move and walk the same with the wood Cartiers, with the fucking pelly coat, gold teeth. It searched the whole car immediately. You know what I'm saying? That was, you get pulled over with that costume on, whole car getting tore up.
Yep.
I knew that. So I didn't want to look a certain way. So when my kids try to pull that Pooh Shiesty mask bullshit, I was like, look, and I'm gonna show it now. I was like, bro, take that shit off. But first of all, let me show y'all right now. I got a Nike tracksuit on. These motherfuckers, or Nike Tech, these motherfuckers is Kia Boy
attire,
nigga. This and a Pooh Shiesty mask.
Yeah.
100% Kia Boy action right there. Giannis dressed like a Kia Boy. So you throw the mask on, now you got police looking at you automatically. I don't give a fuck where you at. You already lumped in with that group. You got niggas who just already paranoid and on 10 and probably got robbed before, might even got shot before. They paranoid. And these niggas got guns. And you finna come out 3 a.m. at the gas station with a Pooh Shiesty mask on? I'm thinking you robbing me, nigga.
Bro, this actually speaks to, and I'm sorry, I gotta put on my tinfoil kufi. This speaks to the way that they try to deter young black boys, young black women, all that shit. Because girls be wearing this shit too. Don't get it twisted. Girls be wearing these fucking shiesty masks too. How in the fuck has this thing gone from a symbolic? I'm talking about it's symbolic for robbery. This shit is symbolic for robbery. I don't give a fuck about skiing. I don't give a fuck. None of that shit. Niggas don't be out there in the ski slopes like that. I don't fuck around. No, fuck that shit. How did this symbolic piece of robbery become something that became an actual staple of attire?
Because they promoted it that way.
Exactly.
Look, when we talked about this on 3G's like a year or two ago, my whole issue was not only the mask, it was the new hairstyle. And people probably wanted to give me, blowback, pause, about the hairstyle, my gripe about the hairstyle shit. Niggas used to keep their shit cleaned up. Clean waves, clean froze, linings, crispy, whatever. Now it has got to this NBA shit where your shit can look all messed up and crazy. The problem with that is the same problem I got with the Pooh Shiesty mask. You literally look like a lineup now. You literally look up like a jail picture. Yo, every day walking around, black man, you look like a nigga jail picture.
Mm-hmm.
You putting yourself out there as a target, whether you like it or not, whether you think it's fair. Maybe you think it's unfair. Why I got to do I can do what I want to do. Okay, fine. But I'm telling you how you look now. You look grimier than you are. And you look like a threat.
I wish I could find that.
That you don't need to look like.
That picture of that young rapper dude, this young, I forgot who he was. I don't even know his fucking name, but he was somebody that was synonymous for wearing that mask over his face. He got detained one day and his mugshot got released. And of course, they ain't gonna have you put that fucking shiesty on. Nigga's hair was looking like he had just stepped off a fucking a slave boat. I ain't gonna fucking lie. These niggas be out here looking crazy under their fucking mask.
Think about it. You just thinking it don't matter how you look. And now your mugshot look fucking crazy. And now that shit posted on the news. You a square nigga, but they don't know it because they see your mugshot, your hair all crazy. The jury see your fucking mugshot. They like, he looked like he did this shit.
Yeah, you know, it's gonna coerce their decision because you out here looking fucking crazy.
Your Instagram, then they go to your social media, you playing with pistols. You showing every gun you got, Ja Morant. You acting like the shit cool. You building your own case against yourself.
That's why I feel like that snitching shit is obsolete, nigga. Niggas snitching on themselves. Niggas snitch on themselves every day. To sit up here and try to be like, oh, so-and-so told on me. If you on the internet showing anything illegal, nigga, you told on yourself. It don't matter what so-and-so said, nigga. Stop getting on the internet and telling on yourself. I hate niggas that be on the internet showing X, Y, and Z and then have the nerve to get mad at the motherfucker who they try to say snitched on them or told some shit on them. It's like, nigga, they didn't have to say shit. They just needed confirmation. Them niggas, the police stay on y'all Instagrams. You niggas that be out here on dirt and be on some crazy shit, nigga, they are on your Instagram. And I'm not saying ER, I'm saying nigga, Francis, you fuck nigga. Whoever you are.
Listen, he's a sucker.
He said he will be ashamed. Your mother's ashamed. Your mother should have swallowed, Francis. Instead, she took it inside. Now you're here. You fucking swam. You outswam the rest of them motherfuckers with your dumb ass, and you made it. You hit the egg, and now your mama had to give birth to your big dumb head ass, and now you here in the comment section. You see how life works? You see how the circle of life works? Your dad busted a nut inside the bitch he didn't want, and now all of a sudden you here in the comment section. Eat a dick! Swiftly. That was my message.
Yeah. So. These niggas out here funny as a bitch. So let's talk about, before we go, because you know that we talked about that Pooh Shiesty shit before, but I definitely wanted to deal with that shit. That it was an engineer that was attacked by a fucking robot at the Tesla factory. Did you hear about that shit?
Who?
It was an engineer that was attacked by a
one
robot.
Self-helping robots?
I don't know what kind of robot, because that's the point. Like, I didn't look into the story good enough. It could have just been a fucking machinery that does a lot of work, and the nigga fell into the machine. You know what I'm saying? It could have just been simple shit like that, like how niggas used to lose their fingers and shit at the plant. Or it could have been a straight on motherfucking robot AI that they was using as an employee. I don't fucking know, and it turned on a nigga. I don't know. Or they was roasting each other. It was a nigga roasting the AI in the break room, and shit turned up, got into an argument, and the AI did what it do. Is that okay? If an AI ain't bothering nobody, and the nigga start talking crazy to it, and then they start fighting,
does it give it justification?
Yeah. What you think?
I think before you get into it with an AI, you need to learn the rule book of that motherfucker. You need to find out what's on the fine print of their what's the label, the warning label. If it says "Do not argue with this motherfucker," don't argue with a robot. Save your life. This is not. You are not Will Smith and iRobot. Them niggas will dismantle you. Leave it alone.
And how else could you? Let's say you do regular shit with an AI. You don't even know it's an AI. You go to shake its hand, and its programs, its sensors fucked up with his hand, and he squeezed your fucking hand off. You know what I'm saying? Like, God damn it! You know what I'm saying? Who programmed this nigga hand? You know what I'm saying? Like, super strong ass robot. So I'm just saying they playing a lot of games with these goddamn robots. Huh?
You said who programmed this hand? Who did this?
I'm suing the fuck out of the hand programmer, nigga.
Nigga named Ed Clapton.
Ed Clapton done programmed the shit out this nigga hand. Wrong as fuck, nigga. It's supposed to squeeze at a pressure of 3 PSI, nigga.
He said it's just supposed to stop when it feels flesh, motherfucker. What is going on?
Have a fail safe built into his elbow, nigga. The fuck, man. I don't know, man. All right, I just want to mention it because it was something that happened, man. We just talk about what we can. Shit. Trying to see what Jeff talking about. He said, yeah, you don't want to hurt AI feelings, man. Hey, man, we might get to that place, man. The more shit I see coming out, I don't know where the fuck we gonna end up.
Truth.
Anything is possible, but not everything is probable. You know.
Oh, one more thing. We did the Umar shit.
Oh, definitely. We can talk about that.
Dr. Umar on the Joe Budden podcast. So a lot of people had some things to say about Dr. Umar on the podcast, but I think in situations like that, when you have somebody that's good at talking, not that Dr. Umar isn't right about some things and he doesn't speak facts about certain things. It's just that when you're not prepared to go up against somebody who's a good talker, it's always going to make you look dumb or look like you don't know what you're talking about. So in that situation, when he was on the Joe Budden podcast talking to Ish about everything, interracial relationships, whatever, Ish just wasn't prepared, to come back with whatever he had to say. But it's not like Umar was wrong with what he said either.
You can never defend interracial relationships.
Never.
It's undefendable.
Indefendable.
I don't know how you say that. It can't be defended, motherfucker.
Right.
Well, like, you can't. So,
especially when niggas bring up black wealth and and generational wealth, you really you have no argument there at all. Indefensible. Thank you, Binky, our executive producer.
Thank you. Yeah, she always this motherfucker got Google. She stay on Google and shit. No, she got to with us. She just gave us all the facts about the robot too, by the way.
Oh, hell yeah.
We're gonna hit that real quick before we leave out, but we'll finish talking about Umar. You can't win that argument because it's valid. It's too valid of an argument of how black wealth is cut off shortly after the first generation, simply because who the children end up in relationships with, or their knowledge of what to do with the money, things of that nature.
Yeah.
Whites, especially historically, forced their families into leaving money into their own.
Yeah.
And dating their own. And it wasn't just white. Irish wanted you to marry a good Irish girl. Italians wanted you to marry a good Italian girl. A Korean wanted you to marry a good Korean girl.
Yeah. So
it wasn't just white, Asian, white, black, like that, whatever. This is something that Black Americans never practiced. You know what I'm saying? Is intentionally trying to have generational wealth in that way.
It really sparked once, segregation became illegal. And that's something that a lot of people don't really address because of the fact that in our history books and with history period, segregation was a win for black people. But then you start realizing what happened since then. And you start realizing that, damn, we should have segregated ourselves. Like, fuck what they talking about. We should have been really about ourselves.
Well, that was what was happening when there was no other option. And then as soon as there was the option, niggas ran to integrate. But Victor said Umar got 2 baby mamas with no wife. That's a non-factor because his children are with black women.
Yeah.
I'm mixed. Shout out to whoever was talking about how mixed up I am. I'm mixed. But my children look blacker than me. Because I had my kids with black women.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
All right. I'm not even with a black woman right now. But I had my children with black women. So if I never was with a mama again, but yet I leave property or I leave bread or I leave life insurance to my black children, if they marry black, then we still got a somewhat of a legacy building within a black community. Okay. Now I'm not making excuses for myself. I'm just saying who you have kids with is probably more important than who you marry. Because I always say if you're going to be with somebody who's non-black, but you want to have kids, it might be in your best interest for the race to have kids with a black woman. I ain't saying have kids with her then leave her. I'm just saying if the shit don't work out, I would rather have my baby mamas be black than white. You know what I'm saying? Even if I ain't with them no more. Now, I don't know if you heard what I said, but what do you think about this, GMS? I said I'd rather have my baby mamas be black than white. Not to just produce kids with women and leave them. That wasn't the intention. But if I'm not going to end up with them and I'm sitting there looking at my grown kids, I would prefer them to be predominantly black because that's the culture that I feel I'm belong to. That's how I was bred and raised. And that's, you know, the legacy that I want to further and support. Okay. Is the black community.
Yeah.
So therefore, I'm glad that my money get left to black children. And I'm happy about that. Yeah. Now, is my children black if they're mixed? I still believe so.
Yeah.
But in the 60s, you goddamn right they was considered black. Regardless,
they didn't do none of that 3/4 of human shit.
I don't give a fuck if you was Mariah Carey. Get your nigga ass over there, bitch.
Right.
Go in the back, bitch. You know, don't walk in the front, bitch. So, but if let's say I have some really light-skinned kids and then they end up getting with a white girl. Oh shit. then let's say that my grandbaby get with a white girl. Oh shit.
Oh damn.
You're gonna be 2 generations out from having some white goddamn kids in your fucking generations. You know what I'm saying? And don't just expect your black genes to just show itself 5 generations away.
You're contributing to wiping out your family tree.
Yeah, it's gonna lighten up real fucking quick. I don't even give a fuck. Now, true, it only take one good black seed to turn that shit around, but you don't know how that's gonna go. So,
that's for real though.
So let's bring up the Vanessa Kobe shit, because Kobe Bryant wife Vanessa. I mean, Umar believes that was a bad thing, leaving all that wealth to a woman who's non-black, who now has the say on where that money goes and where that wealth is spent. And who she donates to and all that kind of shit.
He better lighten up because Kobe was speaking Spanish with his family. And this nigga, Umar, was talking some other shit. That's the shit he forget, nigga.
And not only that, we assume that black people don't benefit from the donations of Vanessa. You know what I'm saying?
If she gonna look out.
And if she donating to I don't know this to be true. But I'm just saying, I bet you if we dig into it, I'm sure a lot of that money gets into the minority cultures. So let's say she donate money to UCLA and it's not a black college. Kobe didn't go to no fucking black college.
He didn't go to college at all.
That's true. but I'm just saying, like, if she get money to UCLA, let's say, and it's used for the minority school or students, you know what I'm saying? She did help the black community with that money. I don't know what the fuck her money going. I'm just saying, but I still feel Umar's point because you don't see that generationally in the wealthiest families. They used to hide their mulatto children or disown them, or you wouldn't know about the mulatto children. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Are we mad at Kobe for not choosing a black woman to procreate with, given the circumstances? Because you got to think about his situation. I mean, he's been with her for a while. So I mean, through the years of him getting these deals and him becoming the person that he was before he passed, it was like she was there for all of that. So it wasn't like he just got with Vanessa once he became somebody who had the potential to be a billionaire. You know what I mean?
I don't know, bro. I don't know how I feel about it.
I just think I think that she will look out only based off the fact because to me, she don't seem like the person that wants to be seen like that. Like when Kobe was alive and when he was doing his thing, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't hear a lot about Vanessa at all. Like, I didn't hear much about her until after he passed. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, like, in the way where her name being brought up and shit. I didn't hear about her like that. I just know that she was there for the games. The kids was there. She was just, playing her role, doing what she was supposed to do, and that was it. She didn't seem like somebody that just wanted to be out there in the public eye like that. Even after Kobe died, like, she turned her shit to private. Most motherfuckers that want the sympathy and want the extra shit from people, they ain't gonna turn they fucking Instagrams and they shit to private and shit. You know what I mean? Like, she was one of those people. I feel like if she gonna look out, she gonna do it. And I think she has already, actually, with some of the funds that was left behind anyway.
Let me ask you this, GMS. Do you think black men are disloyal to black women?
In this day and age, I think that it's a two-way street, because we are in the era of division amongst black men and women. You have people that are creating whole identities, surrounded by dissing black men or dissing black women, or you know what I mean? Like, there's a real divide. And I think that part of that comes from, it stems from the actual motivation to want to separate black men and women when it comes to, building a home and building a life, building a family and shit like that. There's no reason why somebody like a Cynthia G should have been as popular as she was. You know what I'm saying? Preaching the shit that she did. There's no way that, and I trust me, I don't know anything about the black men who have been on the internet preaching shit against black women. I haven't really seen it, but I mean, there's no reason for that to be around. If anything, we should be encouraging each other to want to be with each other and want to build something with each other, despite the stories you hear from other people. It's always one-sided too. It's always a nigga did this, a nigga left, or whatever the case, or she did this, she did that. People rarely want to look at themselves in the flaws that they have and the mistakes that they make. They don't want to take accountability for shit. So those are the things that are skipped out most of the time, because it's easier to put the blame on the other person than it is to either put it on both of y'all or yourself. So we gotten to the point where now it's just blame black men or blame black women. And now there's no common ground to the point where people are actually motivated to want to be with each other in that sense.
Well, I think if I be honest about what I see and what I've always seen, black men are color struck when it comes to women. I believe that shit.
Yeah.
I've seen that my whole life. You know what I'm saying?
It's conditioning. It's conditioning.
To answer it simply, yes, black men are color struck. I know it's true because I'm mixed, and I'm gonna address your question, T-Dub. I'm mixed, but I don't know if y'all noticed this, but mixed men and mixed women typically like darker skinned people.
Yeah. I
always was more attracted to darker skinned women than light skinned women. I didn't feel like me and another light skinned woman looked good next to each other. I always felt I looked better with a darker woman next to me. You get what I'm saying? So I always went for darker skinned women and was attracted to them. But most men I know, and friends and family, they will pick the baddest one. It always tend to be the lightest one when we having our discussions.
Yeah.
It always tend to be the one who was lighter in skin, who was technically the finest, even if I didn't agree. You feel me? So one of the coldest chicks to me was the chick Tommy had on Belly. She was a bad chick to me, you know what I'm saying? But she wasn't light skinned either. So
wait, you talking about the first one or the second one?
On Belly.
Oh, you talking about? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking Power. Never mind. Hell no. I know you ain't thinking about Holly's old retarded ass. Keep talking about Keisha. Okay.
Yeah.
You talking about Belly. All right.
She was so cold.
Yeah.
So,
of course.
But I'm just saying. So to be honest, yeah, man. And if niggas want to lie, come on, man. Y'all lying. Y'all lying. I hear more men talk about women's natural hair that even when they be acting like I don't like weave, a lot of niggas don't like weave. Yeah. But you still don't like black women who hair don't grow that well. You still don't like black women that wear natural hairstyles. You still act like, I mean, and obviously we all like pussy, so we fuck them anyway. But I'm just saying, I've heard more niggas say weird shit like, man, I don't like all that shit, man. I don't like all that type of shit. Like, I've heard these arguments in the barbershops, and I be the one like, y'all niggas, what, you got to be a funny style nigga to think a bitch ugly or not colder because she dreaded her shit or she got the lower fade or something. Like, she cold. That's how I look at it. But I had cats arguing with me with things like this. So women don't be lying when they say y'all niggas is funny style when it comes to that kind of shit. And it seemed like when you get an opportunity to be with a white or light skin or Puerto Rican or other, niggas act like they won the fucking lottery.
Yeah.
That's kind of true.
I want to answer Irene.
Though?
Irene had a question. She said,
I don't want to leave this till we hit it.
She said, GMS, what's your excuse? No disrespect. Have you always liked light brown women? No. And the thing about it is, I've known my fiance since we were in high school, since 10th grade. You know what I'm saying? So wasn't no, you know, my whole window was, you know, I knew what I wanted. That was, you know, that's what I wanted. But at the same time, we didn't get together till right after high school. So in between that time, I knew I'm the one that had the sense enough to know that I recognize that I'm in high school. I'm not trying to have a relationship. I was anti-relationship. I'm not trying to be one of you niggas out here.
Are you trying to say that you're the catch?
I'm Jonathan Owens. no, I'm just saying, like, you recognize things when you're young. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You go for everything. So I had black girls, Asian girls, Mexican girls, you know what I'm saying, white girls, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that was just me in high school because I recognized that it wasn't in me to have a relationship. After high school was done and me and my fiance now are here together now, you know what I'm saying? We grew together. You know what I'm saying? That's different. We grew together because we knew each other. We were always into the same shit. It's different when you actually are with somebody you comfortable with and you know and you build something with. That's different. So no, it wasn't no excuse for me. It's just I wasn't the nigga that was looking for something in high school and we just so happened to get together right after. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have the space after the, you know, same with her. She didn't have the space to go and explore and go out and be with X, Y, and Z. We kind of just, it's kind of how the universe happened.
Well, why don't y'all take a break for like 6 months and go out there and fuck as many people as y'all can and then get back together and see if y'all really want to be with each other.
Yeah, she
I'm about to fuck y'all relationship up.
No. She wants it to be known that she's mixed. I'm like, the people know, real life know. It don't matter.
I mean, true, but I mean, but you know how it is. They call me not black enough, and if y'all see my daddy, god damn it, you wouldn't see my fucking daddy.
Exactly.
You could be looking dead at that nigga and not see my dad.
I ain't gonna lie. The first time I see the picture of AP dad, I'm like, nigga, how the fuck ain't you at least Bruno Mars shade?
Bro, I'm darker. You know how I look in the summer be way different. Man, my pops was a jet black, and he wasn't no sucker either. He wasn't no black man trying to be in a white man world. That was a brother.
Now here's the reverse, AP.
To the very end.
You see my complexion, right? You gonna see me in real life. My complexion, right? My dad is the same complexion as you. Mm-hmm. My grandmother, my dad's mom, is the complexion of a white woman. Mississippi down south white woman.
Yeah.
You would never guess that looking at me. So it's the same, it goes the same way. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And then again, you look at my children, they don't look like they got a mixed father. Mm-hmm. They look like black kids. You know what I'm saying? Will Smithish looking. You know what I'm saying? How Will Smith skin tone and hair and all that shit, they look like that. But let me say this. I ended up with a Mexican woman.
Yeah.
After being with, I only fucked with black women up until this point. And I might have had sex with a couple white girls out of my whole life. But, and maybe a couple Hispanic women. But I only was in relationships with black women from the time I started having a girlfriend type shit until I met my wife. And even when I met my wife, I was dealing with multiple black women at the same time and her. Yeah. How we ended up together is because there were certain things I needed. My Mexican woman facilitated more of those things than any other woman I fucked with. Was she finer than everybody else? I've dealt with fine women. I thought she was fine too, but I've dealt with fine women, so that wasn't the deciding factor. Mm-hmm. I've dealt with women who had my back and did things for me. That wasn't just the deciding factor. But my wife wasn't gonna just accept not being with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was the catch. Looking at it.
I am Jonathan Owens.
Listen, let me go fucking with y'all. But real shit, she chose me, thank God. And she wasn't going. She was like, I'm with you, nigga. I'm with you. And she ain't lie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I tried to fuck it up a couple times. She like, I don't care. Nigga, I'm with you, right? And been holding me down, you know, and I love her back. So don't get it fucked up. It ain't a usury thing.
Yeah.
I honor her for the woman that she is. But I'm being honest how I ended up with her though.
Do you think men sometimes intentionally try to fuck things up because of their fear of having something happen to them?
I don't think so. That ain't my MO. My thing is I don't want a relationship as much as other people do. So I was fucking shit up because I truly wanted to be single. And see, I'm not.
How does that work? Like, how does that?
With me?
Yeah, like how does that work when you truly want to be single? Because like when I bring that up, it's because of my personal experience of, you know, trying to be the nigga that's ahead of shit. Like you don't want the girl you with to, and it has nothing to do with how you feel about yourself or how you feel about her. It's just like when I was in high school, bro, I shit you not, I'm telling you, I did not give a damn about a relationship. I'm talking about juggling, and I feel like that's most niggas in high school. You just juggling a bunch of girls around, blah, 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 this shit. You didn't really give a fuck about that. But then you kind of carry that mentality over when you want to become, you know, get into a relationship and you think, oh, I got to be in front of this. Like, oh, I gotta be the one to do something because I'm not trying to be the nigga to have something done to me. You get what I'm saying?
Bro, I don't think like that. So I never was like, oh, before she get me, I'm gonna get her. Like that ain't my fucking thought process.
Not even in that way. I'm talking about you just somebody who, I'll put it this way, it's happened to you before. Not like in the way where you're just like, oh, I just need to get at somebody. It's happened to you before, so you don't want it to happen to you again. So you get in front of it like that.
No, that ain't me. Like I said, this go back to the beginning of the show. I don't give a fuck. Like these hoes, listen, I am a scumbag. All right. Let's just be honest. Let's be all the way honest. I'm a arrogant asshole. Okay. I never gave a fuck like that. Like chicks was not. I honestly wanted pussy more than I wanted women.
This isn't me now, Irene. Don't take this as me now. This is different. We engaged. This is different. I'm talking about younger me, but keep going.
And I'm talking about the younger me too.
Right, exactly. We're talking about the younger self.
I'm very happy with my wife. And my wife is mixed, but she was raised more Hispanic. So let's just call it what it is. I'm not trying to add no extras in it. But I'm telling y'all the truth of how I really felt in my life. I didn't look at women like, oh, I need a girlfriend. I need some pussy. Who gonna be around and give me some pussy? That's how I was picking relationships. Then I wanted a bunch of women because guess what? I don't like just one kind of pussy. Mm-hmm. So then I have a bunch of bitches around. So, and then guess what? The women who was more readily available to me and always wanted to be like with me and like showing a lot of interest in me too, got favor with me. Then I'm like, oh, I like her. She always available. She fuck with me too. this my baby right here, you know. So then all of a
you.
sudden you got a handful of real down ones, and you actually build on that.
Oh, so you a polygamist.
You can say that, but I don't want to marry 3 bitches. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to marry 3 bitches either.
Oh, that requires marriage?
Technically.
Polygamy. Okay, all right.
You got to take care of them. I don't require that. If I was born in 2035 when they perfected AI pussy, I wouldn't even have to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? But because I was born when I was born, I was forced to care about feelings and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I was talking about Simone, I was trying to be honest with y'all. Some niggas don't give a fuck about a bitch and what she got going on. It ain't even registering because I truly need you to feel a purpose in my life.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But can you develop love behind that? Yes. It's no different if you hire a fucking maid. Nah, I don't even want to say maid. You hire a loyal employee and y'all end up working together for 20 years. And you like, I like this person. I'm around this person every day. And you grow in feelings. But the initial hookup wasn't about all that. Same thing with the friends you picked. You might have ended up on a basketball team with a nigga, never talked to him before. Y'all start talking, and 10 years later, that was your best friend.
Yeah.
You don't know what started y'all shit, but it got to where it got to. So with women, when it came to me, if I ended up in love with a woman, it didn't come from me seeking out love or a relationship. It came out me needing pussy and then falling for bitches. You know what I'm saying? And that's just keeping it all the way real, right? So my wife, for example, what stand her out amongst many others is because even when it ain't about sex, I still like her around me. I still want her around me.
Yeah.
It done got way bigger than sex now.
Yeah.
When we start working together and having issues,
enjoying the same thing.
Yeah, and we attack shit. Like, imagine if me and GMS, we cool now. We've been talking for years now. We homies. But let's say me and him get into a street fight where it's me and him against 5 niggas, and we banging and we got each other back. Yeah. Don't you know that bond to be even closer then? Because now it's like, dog, we done battled together. Like that bond is strong. Same thing with the women you with. When you with women for years and then y'all go through battles, not against each other, but with each other against the world, you grow deeper and deeper connections with people. So there's multiple women that I can say I loved in my life.
Yeah.
And all of them was black other than my woman. But my woman, who I'm with, is the woman I'm with right now. And if I die today, she get the life insurance. Also, my children, it's split up. You know, I got it split up in percentages. But everybody get paid.
And you know what I'm saying? And you'll be good with that.
Huh?
And you'll be good with that. 100% be good with that.
That's how I work. That's who,
exactly.
First of all, that's who deserve my money.
Exactly.
When I think about ex-women I was with, they didn't help me. They did more to slow my bag down than the woman I'm with.
And see what the knowledge that you have, a lot of the things that people may not know behind the scenes, a lot of that shit is, you know, can be continued with the person that you with after you leave this earth. So the funds that you leave behind can be, you know, used for the same things that you were using it for. You know what I'm saying? Just keep on continuing the process and also help, you know, your seeds do the same exact thing. You know what I'm saying? She has the blueprint now.
And listen, I hate that girl Priscilla. You ever heard Priscilla that Charleston White was talking to?
Nah, who was it?
She got a she think that men are incapable of love. And me and Mariah already battled. Me and her had a fucking 2-day battle about this chick. So, first of all, are men incapable of love? I'm asking you.
Of course.
We're capable of love. Now, let me say this. Because I said what I said, because I kept it real on what leads me to finding love and becoming in love with somebody, I don't wake up loving bitches. I have to grow and battle and we have to bond over time, and the development of love is there. Women love a nigga as soon as they get butterflies, they say they love a nigga.
That's a t-shirt. I don't just wake up loving bitches.
But think about it. Hold on. Think about this shit. Women think that they're the master of love because they get dicked down and now all of a sudden they willing to do anything for this nigga and they think it's love. Bitch, that's stupidity. That's not fucking love. And as soon as that nigga, another nigga get your interest, all of a sudden that shit fades. So it's conditional. As soon as that nigga broke as fuck or ugly as fuck or not as famous or wealthy or popular, that love fades. Y'all don't love niggas. Y'all get dicked down by niggas. Men actually develop love from women. And when we pick you finally, if it ever happens, we die for it. That's more, that to me sounds more like love than bitches getting some dick and all of a sudden wanting to fuck her life up for it.
A nigga that'll die for your ass.
So again, and then the chick Priscilla would think that don't mean love. Ain't nothing more love than to sacrifice your fucking body and life. The Bible says that God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. And that anyone believe in him, he will have eternal life. You know what that means? That means the love that was shown in that scripture was him sacrificing his life for the love he had for the church. And that's the kind of love that a man grows and develops for a woman with good pussy. That grows and develops for a woman to be willing to die. There is no greater love than a man have for a woman that he's willing to die for.
And you know somebody like AP has real love for the woman that he's with because he speaks his truth on any matter. And he doesn't have to hide it behind shit. He ain't got to be low key about it. He ain't got to make sure she don't hear shit about it.
Listen,
it's
I'm
just
gonna tell y'all right now, my words sound horrible. And it's hard for any woman to sit there and listen to it. But if you was in my wife's shoes, you will understand. She got whatever she wants. And I'm glad I'm the nigga to give it to her. You know what I'm saying? So again, a lot of people like lip service. They'll take a motherfucker talking that good shit. I back up everything I ever said. The people that are in my life that I fuck with, that know me, friends too. I can talk a lot of shit, but yet I'm the nigga they count on. It's a reason for that. You feel me? So I only wanted to bring that up because that chick Priscilla is spitting poison out here and a lot of women falling for the bullshit. Just because you can't get the nigga that you love to love you back don't mean men are incapable of love.
I guess I'm a rare case because to reply to what Mariah just said when she said men will sacrifice their life for a dispute with a nigga in the streets. Y'all don't value life. That's not love. I will say this. I guess I'm one of the rare cases because I don't give a damn what a nigga's trying to prove in the streets. I will be the first nigga to walk the fuck away because I value my life and the people that I love.
And not only that, that's not a good analogy because those niggas don't think they're going to die.
Exactly.
They ignorantly think that they're not going to die. A sacrifice is walking into your known death.
I will make sure we get the fuck out the way.
Or everybody else, y'all go. I got it.
Trust me, we've been in that situation. I mean, we were downtown in my city. We were walking around trying to find a place to eat breakfast. All of a sudden, this nigga came up on the street. You know, them niggas that, you know, the random homeless niggas that got that screw loose and they just be outside yelling and causing problems with everybody walking past, all types of shit. Instead of getting into whatever confrontation could have possibly happened, I said, let's get the fuck back in the car and let's go find another spot to go fucking eat at because I'm not finna deal with nobody that got mental issues. And I'm not finna put us in a situation where I'm gambling between what I should do and what I should not do. The one fucking solution to this is to get the fuck out of this area. That's it.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I ain't shit, man. I ain't shit. I'm just thinking of shit situations that separate my loved ones from those people I'm just cool with. You know what I'm saying? It's a big difference of who I genuinely got love for, who I'm cool with, because a choice got to get made. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna ride with my loved ones. You know what I'm saying? But
let's advocate for AP to get on Priscilla's show so we can
you know why
it's a 3G
it's
too.
a setup. It's a setup. I've seen how she get down. What she do is she take whatever you say, dismiss it, and then act like it's proving her point. So you could be like, Man, I had this girl in middle school. See what I'm saying? Boys are capable mentally, and science is science. Boys don't develop love until they're 26 years old. They got a chromosome. They got a GL chromosome that turn into a.
Is she a version? Is she a version of Cynthia G?
Bro, she worse though. Let me tell you why she worse. She's lesbian. And people say that don't matter.
Man,
it fucking matters.
That matters a lot.
Listen, okay, here we go. Here go the example why her lesbianism.
You should have led with that.
Bro, hold on. This why it matters. Remember when Jeezy was talking to Nia Long? Here we got a nigga talking to a bad bitch that he liked, who just went through a cheating scandal, telling her that real niggas don't cheat, baby girl. When people want to fuck you, they're going to say whatever they need to say to look good in your eyes. Shit. So she is finessing you women because she want to be the champion and she want her pussy ate every city she go to. She don't give a fuck about y'all women. She don't give a fuck about y'all having healthy families and healthy relationships. She trying to get laid. And if y'all too fucking slow to see it, us player niggas know what she doing because we do it. We know that hustle. Acting like everybody else ain't shit and we the shit. She's playing you motherfuckers.
I gotta watch her, man. I haven't seen none of what y'all talking about.
Hey, word up. And then I read her book, nigga. Whole first chapter was making excuses. The whole first chapter. I was like, man, dog, this a fucking listen, again. Just because she say a lot of shit wrong, don't mean she don't say nothing right. So we not gonna nitpick. I'm gonna say her overall message will damage you women if you fall for it. Straight up. And women just will not accept the real divide that y'all having with men is that you choose to not be with niggas that are good for you and you want the nigga that ain't shit because you want him. And then you say that he is incapable of love because he don't want you back. He don't want you. He not for you. It ain't his fault, and it don't mean he's incapable of love. He might love someone else. But because a man don't love you, do not mean he's incapable. He just ain't choose you for that.
Trial and error.
Fuck you want him to do about it? How many women that will not be my wife look at me like, nigga, you gonna marry her? You gonna be with her? Yeah. Yep.
Uh-oh.
But how would they look at me? He don't love nobody. He don't give a fuck about nobody. My wife feels loved. Keep a smile on her fucking face. And just because I express my feelings like I do, because I'm honest, that don't mean that I don't love her as much as anybody can love anybody. Because the word itself is kind of some bullshit anyway, if you really think about it. The dictionary say it just means you truly are fond of somebody. If we Google the dictionary word, it just means you're very fond of somebody. God damn it, I'm fond of a lot of people then, if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, man, y'all got to cool it on this shit. I just got turned up because Priscilla is and Priscilla, this is another thing she do. If you get passionate about arguing with her, she can get passionate when she talk. It's fine. It ain't her and her feelings. But if a man get passionate, it's because this what men do. This what men do.
So the question here is, Nicole Washington said the issue is Black women don't have good options from the jump. I just want to ask the question, what are Black men's options? Are they the best?
Ooh.
And I'm not saying that from a standpoint to dismiss Black women or to shit on Black women at all. I'm just saying when people say stuff like that, you have to ask yourself, what are the options for the other side as well? Because if the mentality of Black women is that they don't have good options, they're going to feel that way when they come in contact with somebody they don't know. So if Black women are going out here in the dating scene to date other Black men, and their idea already in their mind is that they don't have good options, they're not going to treat that situation with care or with any type of, concern or anything like that. they're going to already have preconceived notions of the person that they're going to meet who they don't know. Vice versa.
Blame God. Listen. Umar Johnson in that interview with Joe Buttons, he started talking about the book he gonna have come out and really what women issue is with finding love and what men issue is finding love. And he was saying a lot of talking points and they was clapping and acting like, yeah, that's right. That nigga was saying everything that Kevin Samuel was saying some years back.
Yeah.
He literally was saying the same shit. And what Cynthia, what's the other girl who do that dating show shit on IG? Who be having women come on and say what kind of man they looking for and shit? Is it? Damn, man. I think her name's Cynthia also.
Yes, Cynthia.
Anyways, y'all know who the fuck I'm talking about.
Kendra G.
Kendra G. Okay, Kendra G, Kevin Samuels, and shit, everybody online once Kevin died, basically been proving out the same shit. That women all come with the same archetypal man that they want. If he not that, they consider themselves settling off top. Soon as he not 6 foot, soon as he not fine as hell to them, soon as he not, making they friends jealous or he don't make enough money, he automatically, they think they settling. And this is an average bitch who ain't on shit. She thinks she literally settling from the onset. So then if she give this guy a try and he ain't perfect, she think that, this nigga ain't, I ain't got this. Don't y'all know that that's how us men feel about y'all? The woman we love, it's so much about you that we don't like. And this go back to the Simone Biles and the motherfucking Jonathan Owens. He's settling for so much shit to be with this Olympic gold medalist that it's even. The reason he don't give a fuck about her being so special is because I gotta look at you in the morning, bitch. I don't care that you can flip. I see you.
He said, I'm with you forever.
I love you in spite of.
I love you.
I love you in spite of, bitch. Don't you know when I showed all my niggas who you was, didn't nobody get hyped for me. Then nobody was like, dog, you winning. Then nobody shake my hand.
Hold on. Hey, I gotta reply to this real quick because and Mariah, with all due respect, this is with all due respect. She said black men got way better options of black women to choose from. It's not even close. Let's not play. Who are they? And I'm saying that as not to say who are they like they don't exist. I'm saying who are they as if you should give some examples of who they are because we don't know everybody. It's easy to say that there are way better options for black women to choose from for black men without knowing all the options. You can take those ideas because you are thinking of yourself. I assume you are a good woman. So you're assuming that you're a good black, or not assuming, but you're taking the fact that you're a good black woman and applying that to other black women that you don't know of. So it's easy to say there are way better options because, hey, look, I'm a good black woman and I know other good black women. So there, of course, are other good black women out there, way better black. But at the same time, you're looking at two good black men sitting in front of you on this screen, but we don't get the same range of good black men out here.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I have to say I disagree with bro. I ain't shit, man. I gotta.
You said you wasn't shit. I guess I'll take AP out the equation.
Man, take
but
me
at
out
the
same
time,
dog,
you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna
you
lie,
get
dog.
what I'm saying.
I talked all that shit, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't shit, dog. Like even me at my best, it ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta keep it real. I want my that's why it really in this world, and it's all of our plight. We gotta pick our poisons, man. We gotta work at jobs or companies or do professions that we kind of love or like, but still deal with bullshit that we don't like about it. And that's the same thing with our friendships and our relationships. Everything ain't gonna be all good. You're gonna have to pick your poisons. And when a woman with me, especially my wife, as much as I know I treat her good, she got to pick her poisons with me because I ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? It's shit she dealing with that she don't want to deal with and she could wish she could fix. But I try to make it where it's more things that she can be happy about than things that she got to fix or have a problem with.
Yeah.
And she's that to me. Like the little things I would change about her, they're minor and they're not many. You know what I'm saying? But to act like I'm perfect, hell fucking no. So
you know what
go ahead.
You know what I go off of? Not the only thing I go off of, but one of the major things I go off of. Do you got my back? Do you got my fucking back? When shit hits the fan, when our backs are against the wall, you got me.
That's all
I got you.
I need. That's all.
It.
Because guess what? That's to me is another example of proven love. Because a woman that loves me can be pissed at me at the time, mad at me at the time, hate me at the time, actually like another nigga at the time. But if I call and be like, baby, I'm down bad, help me. And she be like, no problem. Man, I'll take that any motherfucking day over anything. I don't give a fuck. Like, man, have me in your best interest, man. You know, want good for me because I want good for you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. This was exhausting. I don't even know if I want to do my next show, man. This shit is hard to talk about. I would have to come with
a good combo though.
I would have to come with a whole nother energy and approach if I go talk about this shit and leave.
No, this may be the energy that needs to be carried into the next show. This got to be the energy carried into the next show because it's the only way it's gonna flow. If you change it up now, it ain't gonna be authentic. It's got to be the energy you come into now. The subject at hand too it's got to be the energy you go in with, regardless.
Hey, you know what? I'm finna go over there now, but let me just because Irene said, men ultimately still fuck you over after you had their backs. Again, man, that's not true, man. That's not true for everybody. It's not true for everybody. See, this go back to the Simone Biles shit again.
Yeah, man.
If y'all keep trying to give y'all all to a nigga that don't reciprocate, you gon' play yourself. If you give your all to a nigga that been reciprocating, you never lose because y'all either walk away with even playing field or y'all walk away with, no L taken, or y'all stay down with each other. Most of y'all have dealt with niggas where you was doing all the giving and wasn't getting shit in return. That's the truth. Everybody I know who go in with a 50-50 mindset on not necessarily, one thing or another, but balance, they typically fend pretty goddamn well when the shit over or it just, never ends. You know what I'm saying? But everybody else, I guarantee you, y'all was doing too much. Go ahead.
I'm gonna give y'all a quick tip for those in relationships or planning on trying to be in relationships. This is just for some people out there. When you're in a situation where you feel like y'all both mutually giving each other what y'all want to give each other, or y'all trying to give each other what y'all giving each other, once you see one of those people flip or one of those people start to act different, you got to ask, don't jump to the first conclusion that everybody jumped to. Start talking to your partner and communicating, like, what is it that start making you change up? And if they don't have no legitimate, or they can't bring nothing up or anything like that, they looking for a way out, or they bullshitting. But if they can sit there and talk to you or say what it is that they have a problem with, or what is the issue, then you have somebody that is there willing to work with you and willing to work through whatever issues y'all got so that y'all can be in a better place. I feel like that's common sense, but I feel like a lot of people miss that because they be so quick to jump to everything else. And I feel like because of social media and because of how people are so, quick to jump into everybody else's relationship instead of focusing on their own, they don't stop and think. You know what I'm saying? Some people switch up because they start seeing something in you that may turn them away. Maybe y'all can have a conversation and talk about those things to see where y'all at and see how y'all can fix those things. And even if you can't fix those things and got to separate from each other, learn how to separate from a motherfucker and learn how to try to go forward from that point on. Stop trying to force your way to attach yourself to somebody. You got to want to be there. And when you two realize that y'all want to be there, that's that.
You can't control people, though. And that's why I think get women stuck, too. They think that they can turn a motherfucker around or make them do something that they don't want to do. The best shit I ever said or held up with a woman was fair exchange is no robbery.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not taking from you and I'm not giving to you what I ain't got to give. You know what I'm saying? We fucking with each other because we want to. We fuck with each other because we like each other.
Yeah.
You want to fuck me and I want to fuck you too. You want to chill and I want to chill. You know what I'm saying? I'm attracted to you and you attracted to me. Like, it don't got to be this deep.
Exactly.
And if you fuck with anybody who ain't reciprocal, like I said, those transactional relationships are the best one, even in friendship. If you keep dealing with a friend who you the one always got to help and always got to take care of, after a while, you're like, this shit is not, what the fuck is this shit? You know what I'm saying? Even if you still care about the person, you like, I can't be around this motherfucker draining.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to keep the give and take going and the back and forth and keep the scale balance. It's like I said, just go back to balance. Keep the scale balance and it shouldn't be no drama. Anyways, we did 3 hours on this bitch.
Hell yeah.
I guess I'm going to go over there for fucking 30 minutes, I guess, and try to just rant a little bit. And I'm going to open the phone lines up because I know I done pissed a few people off. They want to speak their mind. So I'm going to go over there.
Everybody that was over here, man, make sure you go flood over to AP for life, man. Binky, if you still here, put the link in the chat so people can click that link and go straight over there. Yeah. Because as soon as this is over, my nigga finna go over there and talking shit. So
yeah, give me to 11. Give me 15 minutes, and I'm gonna be live over there.
Come on, man. 3G's family, y'all hear us, man. If y'all still up, y'all still rocking with us, man. Go over to AP for life. That's the next channel that's finna be going live to talk that shit. If you enjoyed this episode, if you enjoyed this conversation, make your way over there.
Come over there, and I'm gonna open the phone lines so y'all can speak y'all mind. All right, peace.